to success. So things have been a little bit rough for them. Obviously, not the performance that we would have liked to have seen from them over at Lock-In. They did have a fairly strong opponent in Footballist, because you can never underestimate the Turkish players, especially when it comes down to those Jets. They are incredible to watch. But RRQ had a similar story, I suppose, as Detonation. A fairly rocky start, not a great in their second map. They were able to run it back a little bit better, make it quite close, that 13-11 score. In their second map, they weren't able to get that win. We weren't able to see more of them. So there's still a lot of question marks surrounding this team.
Okay, are there any roster changes for them, or is it just name changes?
Just the name changes.
Just the name changes.
Stream
What kind of playstyles should we be expecting? Do we even know?
What is up, guys?
With all these changes and uncertainties.
Stream is anything up, stream?
I was talking, on the desk with Joe Tasteless yesterday, or William and Tasteless, I should say.
Kasa guys, stream.
As he's also undergone a name change.
We're going royal names here.
Old habits die hard.
Hello, what is up, guys? Hello, Abid. Hello, Sunil. Arey, Golu kab jayega Korea?
We need to see more from
मैं जाके भी क्या करूँगा इस?
What their in-game identity
क्यों भाई खेल जाके?
So I think that over the next coming weeks and maybe even in this series, we'll start to get a decent sense of how they really want their play style.
अरे रैंक खेल और कुछ थोड़ी खेलने वाला है
तू। बताओ guys, क्या ही करूँ मैं? कोरिया जाके।
रैंक खेलेगा guys ये रैंक। कोरिया में नंबर 1 बन।
रैंक खेलने के लिए कोरिया चले जाओ क्या guys बताओ?
Zephyr was actually really strong. The way that he
guys बताओ रैंक खेलने के लिए कोरिया जाओ क्या?
The way that he was playing the info game and drawing attention to the opposite sides of the map here from Footballist by just simply utilizing Prowlers and Haunts was great to see. They were really confusing the ever-loving hell out of Footballist. They weren't really sure where they were going to go. As we got into the second half of that map, that's when things started getting weird. And we saw 𝘼𝘽𝙊𝐿𝐼 doing some very bizarre things, rushing over
background देखने का था ना?
the defending side and just kind of
नहीं background मत दिखाओ please.
Some wonky things
नहीं
happen.
दिखा सकते guys.
Hoping that all of that is going to be rectified.
थोड़ा next time clean करके दिखाएंगे guys. अभी बहुत बसड़ हुई है background में.
Guys ये देखो.
I think that they just found some more comfort when it went down to Pearl. It seemed like as well, whenever you have these rookies and they have their first exposure, being out on a stage, having that crowd in front of them, there's always going to be jitters. A couple players, we've seen them.
नाम किसने चेंज किया है RRQ ने? कोई तो एक प्लेयर ने किया है.
वीक सिनिलर हाँ भाई.
वीक सिनिलर.
अरे वो उसने चेंज किया है. तेबुतोल का नाम चेंज हो गया.
इसका?
तेबुतोल. So नाम कुछ तो cool सा नाम हो गया भाई अभी.
Now we got that one out of the way. Let's focus up. Let's try to play this out. And they were doing a damn good job of it until, I think again the jitters might have crept back in.
Stream कसा का stream?
Closer and closer, and they said, "Oh, you know what? I think we're going to be able to take it." I think they just
कसा का stream? अमित Zephyr करके क्या
I think they also had a pretty strong matchup in the first
Zephyr
round.
Zephyr.
As well, like we were saying, that's a great team from Turkey over there. Like to go down 2-0, a lot of those nerves were pretty apparent in the first map. I'm a little bit worried for them in this first matchup against GENG because again, you're in a new place, right? You're playing on a stage
मजाक मत करो. गोलू कब जाएगा कोरिया?
Guys मैं चला जाऊँगा.
सबके साथ ही निकलूँगा इधर but मैं जाके भी क्या करूँ?
चल गोलू prediction दे कौन जीतने वाला है?
I really want to see more of his play, so I want to see them really pop off here against GENG and try to
पहले map 1 का करते हैं.
Okay.
Well,
I mean, there's a lot of question marks here, but let's talk about some of the key players. Who are the key players, and what should we be looking out for?
Zephyr. सही नाम है guys.
King is
cool सा नाम हो गया अभी.
Had to mention him because it's hard not to, right? He is kind of
GENG, RRQ.
He's kind of the carry. You can see he has some really nice numbers so far, and
मेरे को नाम चेंज करने का मौका डेली मिलता है भाई.
He's not the IGL. He is kind of
वोट नहीं करता हूँ मैं.
a de facto leader just based on some of the rosters he's been on.
रोशी को बोला रोशी guys practice में है.
Carry, right? So he would
तो
be
मैं practice में नहीं
the
हूँ.
main guy to look for on the side of GENG.
Individual practice कर रहा है वो.
There was a dip when he was on onside.
Guys
We weren't seeing
क्या
the
भाई?
impact from
टीम
him.
में
I
होकर
mean,
भी
if you think
practice
back
में
to the
नहीं.
Vision
क्या बात
Strikers
कर रहा
era,
है?
when he kind of first came into the fold, he was just so incredible at being a site anchor. You couldn't really, if you found out like, oh, King has his killjoy set up here, we should just go to the other side. There's no way in hell that we're going to be able to break through. And it was great to see him be able to get back into that groove. So to see King continue to perform to expand his
GENG favorites है guys.
more and more as time has gone on, that is utterly great.
Favorites.
मतलब ये मैच में भाई
इधर से जा रहा हूँ भाई
ये मैच
में हाँ तब ठीक है
इवेंट के फेवरेट्स नहीं बोल रहा हूँ
भाई फेक है भाई
इवेंट के फेवरेट्स भाई DRX एंड लाइटनिंग फास्ट इज द फेवरेट अगर वो खेलेगा तो इवेंट जीत जाएगा जी
गाइस ये बात तो सच बोल दिया भाविन ने
so I think that King right now he's looking like he's thriving under the coach.
मोलो को ही बुलाते हैं भाई मोलो क्या कर रहा है
that is going to continue. On the other side though,
T1 में guys
the reason why he's selected
yo
you're
what's
talking
up
about Emin for RRQ. He did
go
definitely have the
go
most
boss तो
impact.
भाविन है हम तो स्टूडेंट हैं
arena that we had over at Lock-In kind of completing
गोलू
the
भाई
checklist
आज
of all
इतना
agents
सेल्फ
played
पॉइंट
at
के
that
मूड
point.
में क्यों गाइस मैं
He's an
ऐसा ही
incredible
हूँ
player in his own right, but for me, it's got to be about Zephyr because he was the one who was leading the charge when they took that map off of Optic back in Champions. Obviously, a team that went on to be in the grand final, that pushed loud to the limit, that was battling for that championship. It was
तुम लोग के जो भी ट्विटर पे सजेशंस थे मैंने पढ़े अपन सोच रहे कि बुलाएंगे लोगों को सब कुछ इम्प्रूवमेंट करूंगा धीरे धीरे अभी ये सोच रहा हूँ अपन एक द ब्रेनियक्स करके बना दे वॉच पार्टी को जो भी एनालिस्ट कोचेस और IGLs है दूसरे टीम्स के उनको इनवाइट करूं एंड अपना गेम के बारे में बात करें इज लाइटनिंग फास्ट स्ट्रीमिंग नो लाइटनिंग फास्ट इज हमारे स्ट्रीम कसा का कप्पा नहीं मैं सोच रहा था कप्पा मैं और तू तो स्ट्रीम करते ही है अब ये लोग दोनों चले जाएंगे मतलब 2 दिन 1-2 दिन में अपन ऐसा जैसे मालव हो गया गॉडस्पीड हो गया और जो कोचेस है वो लोग को अलग अलग गेम के लिए अलग अलग लोग को इनवाइट करेंगे और अपन ऐसे बात कर सकते हैं गेम में क्या हो रहा है कैसा हो रहा है
वैसे डेस्क पैनल जैसा ही करना है
हाँ कपास
through the years,
इतना
I think
बुद्धि
because we don't know what to expect from
रिंग
RRQ,
साई भाई
something
खुद
in a
वॉच पार्टी कर
popular
नहीं रहे गाइस
तो
अभी
अभी
तक
मैं
stuff
प्लेइंग
like
5 में होता
Indomie
नहीं
and
कप्पा
they're just gonna steamroll it. Like that's what I'm thinking.
रियल कोच
yeah,
टीबोन
it's
को
up to you
बुलाओ
guys.
गाइस इतने
mean,
बड़े बड़े
You
स्ट्रीमर्स
guys
हमारे
clearly
वॉच
big
पार्टी में
Gen Z
नहीं
fans.
आते
I guess
गाइस
you kind of explain.
It's
Under 100
just
के
to back
suggestions
up a
दे दो
little bit,
guys.
It is the first match of a new tournament, and who knows, like a couple of new players in the roster for Gen G. Maybe they mix some things up and the comms aren't quite there. Maybe RRQ, it's their time to strike, but as is apparent with our predictions, Gen G definitely on paper the favorites, just based on the results, based on
अनुज
the
भाई को एक दिन लेके आ जाएंगे
अनुज भाई को अभी लाओ भाई अनुज भाई को कॉल लगा
जी ऐसा है इंस्टेंट नहीं आता भाई अपॉइंटमेंट लेना पड़ता है प्रायर
विंग्स भाई को बुलाओ सही बात बोल रहे हो तो विंग्स भाई अपना भी स्ट्रीम करता है ना सब मिल सकता है बस
हां पर विंग्स के साथ ऑलरेडी लोग रहते हैं
अच्छा ऐसा है क्या बट आप बुलाओगे तो आ जाएगा ना क्या भाविन आपका क्या
अरे हम छोटे स्ट्रीमर है भाई 100 के क्रॉस करने के बाद ही बुला सकते हैं बड़े बड़े लोग
क्या वैल्यू रहेगा
क्लब अलग है
अच्छा ऐसा है क्या
सेक्शन भाई कोई मेरे को बताओ डिस्कॉर्ड पे माइक का बटन कैसे सेट करते गोलू
माइक का बटन
म्यूट अनम्यूट का हां
वो जाओ सेटिंग में
हां
कीबाइंड रहता है वो कीबाइंड से देखो
हाँ अभी
उधर सेट करो
ऐड अ कीबाइंड
अरे उधर है ना
पुश टू म्यूट टॉगल म्यूट
हाँ टॉगल म्यूट क्यों भाई म्यूट क्यों करना है
अरे जब चैट से बात करूंगा तब म्यूट करके करूंगा
नहीं भाई चैट से भी हम लोग को भी सुनना है भाई क्या क्रिंज है भाई
कहाँ होता है भाई टॉगल किधर है भाई
कप्पा वो की सिलेक्ट की बाइंड कर और उसमें टॉगल म्यूट करके आएगा
भाविन का स्ट्रीम में देख लो कप्पा बस कर दिया नहीं पता आप स्ट्रीम कर रहे हो कप्पा चालू करो भाई क्या क्लियर हो टाइम वेट्स फॉर नन
पुश टू टॉक पे रख दो ना ये बेटर है ना जब बात कर रहा हूँ तब मैं टॉगल म्यूट कर सकता हूँ तुम लोग से
क्या म्यूट कर दे तो बात
and this is the time to do it, as you were saying. It's an opening match, brand new tournament.
Kills को बुलाओ आज
likelihood, probably you're going to be coming into this
घर पे
not having that high of
बुलाओ उसको
expectations. I don't think they're going
तेरे
to
बुलाने पे आएगा जय
नहीं आप बुलाओ मेरे बुलाने पे ये वो करेगा
but they might underestimate them slightly, and that's when you can get caught off guard. If there's even a hint of complacency in your play,
गोलू की रैंक क्या चल रही है लीडर बोर्ड पे
पता नहीं गाइस मैं होप छोड़ दिया
but I hope it's going to be a close match. I'm also interested to see how they're going to perform without Sylvan. the guy that you said who
Sure.
does
Default points के अलावा कुछ करना
with-
पड़ता है क्या?
I mean, we'll find out about that obviously in a bit.
Yeah, might be map 2 for that guy.
I'm hoping.
Add key
I
bind
mean,
करना
I
गप्पा
was actually
क्लिक करेगा
surprised
तो
and
फिर
kind
तेरे
of
को एक्शन चूज
Stream
करना
करो कप्पा मैं
warmed my
दिखाता हूँ.
heart to see how many people when they found out that Sylvan got hired
Discord में
were happy because
लेकिन मैं
you know
पूछ रहा हूँ जो
we're out
default
here.
list
We
of
obviously
key
know
points है,
how good Sylvan is.
हाँ.
We've been talking about him for the last couple of years. But when that
हाँ,
news hit,
मतलब
seeing on
change
forum
कर
posts
सकते हो
on
आप
Twitter,
सब
on
key
Reddit
bind
and whatnot,
actually.
people saying like, "Oh my God, finally, Sylvan's so good." I was like, "Oh, actually, Sylvan does have an immense
सही
amount
है
of fans
कप्पा.
out there in the English-speaking world,
हटी
and that's great to see." So I'm
आवाज आ रहा है तुम लोग को
really
मेरा
keeping my fingers crossed that he is going to be
हाँ,
coming
किया
in for
अनम्यूट
the
किया
second map.
क्या कर रहा है
I don't want
और
to
ये
have to
आवाज
wait a
कैसे
whole
बंद-
other week to potentially see the guy play. He's that good.
All right. Well, I
ये
hope your wish
notification
does
sound
come
नहीं चाहिए।
true, at least in the next
और
game.
PvP
With that, we
PvP
are
नहीं
ready
चाहिए।
to
हाँ, तो
open the
उसको
show.
वो कर
Let's take a
देना।
look at the stage.
ए नोटिफिकेशन साउंड कैसे हटाते हैं
Okay, we need a little bit
Notifications
more
में
time. That's
जाके।
fine.
I was
well,
so
The
excited for
timing
that.
was so good. I love that opening.
really
all right, we
was.
can
were so
नोटिफिकेशन
ready.
पे
we
जाके
can
हाँ
do a
वही
quick time fill. I'm
इसमें
gonna go
जाके
for
क्या?
2-0 on Gen G. What do you got for RRQ since you predded them?
Really? 2-0?
Yeah,
No. 2-1
2-1
RRQ.
RRQ.
I'll say 2-0 as well.
All right, there we
All
go.
right, let's go to the stage.
क्या 2-0 आरआर क्या बोल रहे कास्टर्स भाई सरप्राइजिंग
भाई 2-1 होने वाला है गेम।
गाइस 500 रुपए का बेट लगाता हूँ जेनजी 2-0 जीतेगा नहीं जीता तो एक जन को मैं 500 रुपए जीपे कर दूंगा तुम लोग में से चलो
क्या बेटिंग अलाउड नहीं भवन क्या कर रहे हैं?
अरे बेट मतलब ऐसे
Bet
प्रेडिक्शन
मतलब bet ही
प्रेडिक्शन
होता है,
बेट नहीं लगा रहा हूँ
हाँ।
अरे बेट मतलब काउंटर में वो किसी के साथ लगाऊंगा ना ऐसा नहीं 500 रुपीज गिव अवे बेसिकली अगर मैं
घुमा
गलत
लो,
हो गया
घुमा
तो।
लो, बातों को घुमा लो। भाई म्यूजिक और एड्स के लिए मेरे को ये आते रहता है बार बार हर रोज रात को। क्या कर रहा है? डिसमिस कर रहा है क्या डायरेक्ट?
क्या म्यूजिक एड्स के लिए
क्या क्लेम?
हाँ वो ना हाँ वो एमी को मैंने बोला है भाई वाइट लिस्ट कराने ऑफिशियल वॉच पार्टी है भाई चलो अभी स्टेज का एंट्री है आई थिंक
यस फ्लैशी लाइट्स।
हाँ वही एपिलेप्सी का जैसे आ जाता है मतलब
हाँ।
मेरे को तो ऐसा लग रहा है मेरे को एपिलेप्सी नहीं भी होएगा तो भी इतना ऐसा देख के हो जाएगा
Alrighty, and here they come. I mean, oh my God.
Oh, there's a whole row of
He's
tissues.
got an entire
Wow.
roll of 𝘼𝐽𝐺, as we call
That's
it.
the only
It's ready
ceremony
to go.
he needs.
Yeah,
Just bring out the roll of tissue.
that's enough.
ये
to
इसने
destroy
क्या किया
Meteor
टॉयलेट
Meteor
पेपर को
Park
नाक में
there,
क्यों
but
डाला
see how 2G fares against it.
Oh.
Meteor and EJ. Nice little synchronized. We had that yesterday as well.
Yeah, we did. A bigger one.
Zenfree and Benkai going
Yeah.
for the fusion dance. As the IGLs.
हेलो भाविन।
Yeah,
Baka
just a little bit shy.
Yeah.
No.
आवाज आ रहा है?
These guys
आ
got
रहा
it
है।
on block.
चालू
Like,
किया
okay,
stream
well, here we are again.
Definitely the two most veteran players there.
He's like
With two of the newer ones, and oh, it looks like
No.
Ooh,
Eco.
more tissues.
Eco's going to be going for it as well. Everybody is getting situated on stage. Here's our key players, as King also going for the tissue. So
Do you think it matters which nostril it's in? Because they, you know, they kind
I think
of.
it's
God,
preference.
I think Godhead always does the left nostril.
He does, but we did see that Eco, he did go for the other nostril, so I'd like to say that as an analysis point, maybe he decided on preference for that one.
So bouncing. Ewok trying to elongate his body a little bit more there as the fist bumps come through. 𝘼𝐽𝐿𝐒 on stage with the players, going to be getting them all rallied up.
Right, yeah, this is it. We are on the final day of the first
भाई ये वक्त तो cool लग रहा है भाई एकदम जैकेट वैकेट पहन के.
Getting ready for game 1 between GENG and RRQ. This is actually, I believe, the first time they're playing against each other on the international stage.
Yeah, I mean, as far as just internationals go, a lot of the players on the side of GENG just haven't been able to quite make it there. TNL, when they were together, TS was on that roster. They were looking like potentially the best team in Korea, if not the second best, but did get an unfortunate draw and having to play against the RX in the playoffs and then got eliminated. We got to see F4Q go over to Berlin alongside of the RX instead. But yeah, this is going to be their first time clashing for a lot of these players. So curious to see how the prep looks on both sides. Obviously, we have expectations for GENG. But RRQ, they're the ones that need to deliver.
RRQ look really comfortable. Like we were saying, you know, all that preparation, that stability that they must feel, you know, having everything prepared for them, being out here for quite a while
match
now.
कब अभी next week bro?
They look pretty ready to go. I would not expect too many nerves
I
based on what I'm reading from the players' faces. I think same on the side of GENG. I really like this roster. I think it's, you know, not quite a super team or anything like that.
Name
but
change, 𝘼𝐿𝐼𝐍𝐊𝐒, not a lot of guys that have too much international experience on the Valorant stage, but hopefully this का
roster,
Watchparty permission
kind of
नहीं
built
है.
something that has that potential to get there.
You know, CLG Red का coach है.
Ready to go into the map draft here. To keep in mind for RRQ is I believe that lock-in for pretty much most of the team as well as the coaching staff, that was the first time that they had ever met. So they met in Sao Paulo. I don't believe that they were really able to get everybody together prior to that event. If I'm wrong, I'll clarify and update everybody else. But I'm fairly certain that that's the case. Anyway, Icebox is banned away by GENG.
We're going into our first map veto here. What map are we expecting? Oh, and it's a split ban. I think we're seeing a trend here.
Teams just still are not willing to go for this one. I mean, we saw it floated by a couple of our Pacific teams over at Lock-In, but for the most part, seems like they still don't feel comfortable having a grasp on that map, despite the fact that the overall changes to it are fairly subtle.
इसका मेरा कि तेरा?
They overall just want to give themselves
अरे हर रोज कैसे हो सकता है भाई अलग-अलग mic sound?
What they want to do, and okay, GENG
Only for now, or am I getting some sense?
Versus Loud went into that overtime, narrowly missed out on being able to extend that series all the way to the
नहीं रे nosebleed के दिन नहीं है वो.
12 the final record.
Walkout के लिए जा.
And we follow up with Lotus here, the pick for RRQ map where they
don't just
also
watch,
had
engage
some
people.
success.
और क्या कर रहा हूँ मैं?
It's going to be pretty interesting. I mean, well,
doing it again. Okay,
I see some success. Why? They have played on this map.
Engineer Ascent banned.
Let's see what we do have next. Ascent's going to be banned out here, and
इनके performance पता है क्या?
Final ban at the end of the day.
I find that surprising because I would suspect that Ascent would maybe feel decently comfortable for them. This makes sense though for RRQ. They kind of got bodied on Pearl.
क्या map से Fracture?
They had a decently strong performance. They could have closed on Pearl. They made some poor decisions.
Fracture, Lotus,
they
or
also
Haven?
How strong GENG were on Pearl is what I mean to say. That's going to leave Haven as the deciding map in this series. So a fairly stock standard, well-rounded map that everyone's going to feel comfortable with. Obviously, this map has been in since damn near the beginning of the game. So
थक गया हूँ Haven Lotus देखते देखते हाँ
I
यार.
think this is going to be, this map pool is pretty exciting. And
Fine भाई क्या scene सब बढ़िया आप बताओ.
That's the first map that we're going to kick off with. Lotus, your reaction to Lotus.
That's the one that really concerns me because again, we're seeing them selected for the second time. What this has to tell me, what I have to see from this is that RRQ feel confident in improvements to that map because that was where they got slaughtered by Footballists. It was not close whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, so like you're saying, you know, maybe they get some experience on that map. They still feel comfortable, but now they're going to actually not be nervous here on this stage. So I'm hoping that
your new analysis video are so cool. I love it. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you. कोई तो बसर का episode 2 link कर दो, pin कर दो.
Because previously back
I
in
mean,
Lock-In, we were seeing King playing that KO. Goddead now coming in as initiator specialist. He's going to be taking up that role. But I thought we might see King going to something like the Cypher or the Killjoy. Instead, it's double control and TS going over to that Astra instead of the Brimstone. So vastly different styles here.
Face पे खेलते खेलते हाथ ठंडे हो जाते हैं ना. ऐसी रहता है.
Not going to be having those orbital strikes for those deep post plant positions that you normally see Brims get set up on. So this is a bit of a different look here for the side of GENG. On the opposite side, though, the Cypher that I'm looking for is very much there. The Brimstone is there. So this is going to come down to execution because it's going to be very different.
Who is the better team on paper? GENG.
Get decent trapwire setups from the side of RRQ, slow down these entries from Meteor, catch him as he's trying to blast pack in. This could be a bit of a tough one for the side of GENG.
That's right. Well, let's see how this goes. We have a lot of our predictions ready to go. All there's left to do is to get into the game and hear from our casters. Today we've got Paper Thin and
Viper
Quack.
and Brim combo.
Doing way up there over the top of all the action.
Let's see how it goes, guys. Let's see how it goes.
Thank you so much, Victoria. Up here, I think it looks pretty good. The players look ready. I thought you guys were kind of joking about the paper up his nose thing, but it's real.
It's a real thing.
It's real.
It's real. And now he's gotten the rest of the team, well, not the rest, but most of the rest of the team to buy in.
आवाज आ रहा है ना इसका
to the
बराबर.
goddamn sort of, buff that he brings for himself. Yes.
If it works, I
Hey,
ain't
but
complaining.
don't fix it. It did work for him at times last year. I can tell you that paper came in the nose, and all of a sudden he started pounding.
Buzzard video.
I mean, this is
Buzzard 2 video link.
really
अरे तुम link तो डाल ही नहीं रहे episode 2 ये सब लिख रहे हो बेशन.
Obviously, I favor GENG.
Yo.
A lot of different aspects. They look pretty darn good against Loud, who ended up being the second place team at Lock-In, of course. So, but RRQ, there's a lot to prove here. And I talked to them real quick on the way up to the stage today. Just had a brief moment to say hi and introduce myself.
मालूम को मैंने मैसेज किया but I think वो उठा नहीं है.
Gotta play as we practice. That's going to be the key for us here today. Sticking to our guns, sticking to our game plan, and then we can make this work.
Prediction 2-0 GENG. मेरा prediction. अगर मैं गलत हुआ तो मैं गिव अवे करूंगा. बैटल पास गिव अवे कर दूंगा एक. चलो.
This is a different team composition.
I'll give away a battle pass अगर मेरा prediction गलत है.
Double controller. We definitely need to look out for that execution coming into this.
Yeah, both these teams relying on, double initiators,
Link के साथ
but also the
ऐसे
double
link दे
control here for
Bitbrain
GENG.
Buzzard
It's
episode
going to
2.
be super intriguing to see how they do this. A little bit of pressure being applied here at the dish, and it's going to be 2 kills for 𝐼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒.
My God. Pushing outside of arcade, he's already, he's already finding 2.
भाई उन लोग ने B पूरा retake पे छोड़ दिया था भाई.
Because they don't quite have the numbers. They were thinking of pulling off an A split, but instantly it's being read. They might be able to rotate over, but guess what? 2 GEs right here ready to receive them.
Yeah, that's a huge double kill for him, and he was a phenomenal performer at Lock-In for RRQ. So definitely a lot of eyes on 𝐼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒. Kind of him and King, really an interesting story there with the dueling controller. In this case they're not both playing Sentinels, but those types of players who get the plant down, backed off for a moment.
And still already going back into it. RRQ not letting up. The only one left here is TS, the 𝐼𝐽𝐿, the IGL, trying to find a bit of a headshot.
भाई RRQ ने पूरा 5-man stack कर दिया क्या?
RRQ taking the defuse.
इस कैमरा पे भी छोड़ दिया.
That one, but that's okay.
You got that from Tasteless. He was here today.
I like that. I mean, the pistol round, this is on the back of 𝐼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒 finding 2.
देखो अभी उनको 2 pick मिल गए तो अच्छा था. अगर लोग B जाते तो I wanted to see retake कैसे करते हैं.
Oh, and he just tucked himself behind the corner, the haunt as well.
B जाते तो क्या कैम से
हाँ पर
retake में कोई है क्या नहीं.
हाँ पर retake कैसे करते हैं.
ब्रीम का फिर स्मोक बचा ना 2. जो अभी ड्रॉप पे यूज हुआ वो यूज ही नहीं होता था.
हाँ अगर उन लोग डिफॉल्ट खेलते तो GENG आराम से करके फिर जाते.
हाँ चलता था ना, लेकिन इसके लिए तो वो लोग ने स्टैक कर रखा था. आराम से आते. तो ब्रिमस्टोन ने सिर्फ इंफॉर्मेशन ले रहा था बीमेन का बस, और रिटेक पे था पूरा साइड.
ये तो भाई ये कर रहा है.
Doing a great job holding down some of these angles for his team, and yeah, gun advantage definitely helps. But looking to see how this Cypher continues to play out. There's no Neon to contest.
Your views on AA versus
a little bit of
ये गेम देखते हैं उसके बाद बात करते हैं.
So, in some ways that kind of helps you out as the Cypher. That's one less kind of obstacle you have to deal with here. You just have the raise that you're mostly focused on with these trap wires.
Exactly, right? This is something that might actually give RRQ a buff, in fact. If anything, GENG might want to consider spending some utility like a paint shell.
मेरे को लगा अंडरपास जाके और भी ऑफ फार्म करेंगे रे इन लोग. रीच
करना चाहिए एक्चुअली
हाँ.
इको पे.
इको पे अंडरपास जाके और फार्म अच्छी टीम थोड़ा उसमें फर्क हो जाता है. अभी तक ब्रीच के पास कितने और 2-3 और में अल्ट आ जाता है और लोग के ब्रीच में, और 2 और ऑफ फार्म करते तो इजी हो जाता है.
Well, looks like they will actually. Okay, a little bit of snake bite forces them off the plant. Still trying to stick to it. It's gonna be TS with a quick triple all of a sudden.
नसीब प्लान में 3 किल भी दे दिया ना उन लोग को. अगर ये इसको उड़ा देता तो 𝐼𝐽𝐿 तो 17 HP का था.
Against the anti-eco, so that's, you know, he's had some big kills already here, 4 and 2. It's a good start for him. No kills anywhere else to be found yet on the GENG side, so see if they can start picking it up here with the rifles in their hand. But yeah, again, holding that angle well, using that wall, obscure himself and still find the power of the gun. TS just absolutely disgusting shooting there. I mean, 4 bullets, 4 hits, 2 heads, 2 bodies. Damn, that's what you're looking for from TS. And the last time they played on
plant हो भी जाता तो इतना गए थोड़ी ना. Cypher ult की यूज करेगा तू ये राउंड पे.
Certainly was. This time on the Astra.
जरूरत ही नहीं थी.
You might have some more responsibilities, so I think that's something that GENG might have to work around. But other than that, it's clear that this guy's still sharp.
No doubt. He's got a lot of responsibility, but he has certainly stepped up to the plate for this team, at least from what we've seen so far. Even going back to like some of the off-season events that GENG played in, he was playing really well there too. So you'll have to see it. You know,
अभी GENG खेल रहे हैं आराम.
He's been around for as long as, literally since the start, basically, of Valorant Esports in Korea. Previously on the Quantum Strikers, the sister team of the Vision Strikers. Long history. A lot of these players have been floating around with TNL, the former sister team of DRX. And they've had a ton of success, other than, you know, they could never topple the insurmountable obstacle that was DRX.
For sure. I mean, of course, we want to see them meet DRX at some point, but given the way they're playing right now, it's not working out so well. RRQ, in fact, are anchoring down this B side like nobody's business. GENG taking the zip line over, trying to set up that sort of a split push, perhaps, but I don't think it's going to be good. RRQ are just prepared for this. They're reading this like a book. They shoot you down.
Too strong? Hold.
Wow. I mean, what a statement that RRQ is making here to start. They just knocked GENG's rifle round out of their hands. And they just won the bonus. This is devastating for GENG. Now they're back to sheriffs, and it's full rifles aboard for RRQ. I mean, they just came in and they punched GENG right in the mouth. I mean, it is a little bit tricky. So you're sacrificing, you know, the neon here for an extra
battle pass giveaway confirm. अरे अगर अभी GENG हारा थोड़ी है, 3 राउंड हुआ है बेशर्म.
You don't have that speed, you don't have that aggression, you don't have those recon bolts to clear space in the same way. Yes, you have the Astra to try to reach out and do that, but that's a little more readable.
I mean, I'm inclined to agree. I've definitely seen similar compositions. Having 2 controllers makes me think you want to go for that sort of post-plant lineup thing.
Yes.
Astra, Gravity Well plus Snake Bite combo, but you need the Spike Plant to make that work, and Meteor has to be the one to open up the site. He's doing it this time with a Stinger of all things, and of course a lot more space for the team. Flips though, going to be able to spray down through the smoke.
जो अभी साइड पे आया ना रेज, वैसा ही लास्ट राउंड भी करना था उसको. आर्केड से आया था ना वो.
In his hands in this round could prove pivotal. He's up there in the tower. Here comes the rolling thunder, but Flipsider, he's on the other side of it.
Sent towards the wrong direction, and that's going to be Goddead trying to find a trade. EJ goes right back into it, so we're on a 2-on-2, pistols only. It's not going to work out so well unless TS can repeat that same magic. He's trying to play that post-plant with the gravity well, pulling them off the defuse. They're not quite sure where he is, but EJ seems to have an inkling. It's going to be a headshot, though. This is not impossible. All he needs is that one perfect, but it's not going to happen. Zephyro denies it, 4-0.
I mean, TS is trying to do everything he can here for GENG to get them wins, and they
capitalize करने के लिए Astra क्यों नहीं है underpass से?
It's just still not quite enough.
आ सकता है underpass से आके उड़ा सकता है
एक को. Got some other kills floating around. Meteor, Goddead finding one apiece, 2 for Eco, but still nobody else is really stepping up here for GENG when they need it. This is a good entry with a good flash here to set up Meteor. But overall, I mean,
तो double entry मिल गया फिर भी.
On just TS alone to get this done. I mean, he's a phenomenal player. He's a smart player. He just couldn't quite convert on that last kill, and you can see it's a little bit tough for him, but the players are just, you know, picking him up, saying it's okay, we got this.
हरवा दीजिए, नहीं जीतेगा, मेरा GENG जीतेगा.
It is getting closer.
Come on, Meteor!
आराम से मारेंगे.
Right now, though, the way that they're playing this, it's repeatedly applying pressure to the B site, maybe peeking into A main.
क्या हो गया इसको?
ये बार 2G ऐसा भाग के आया.
Discipline on the other hand.
No, you're absolutely right. They're doing a great job of holding their angles,
footsteps से 2 लोग को hold करा रहे हैं उसने.
Of GENG, usually finding that opening kill or, you know, at least making a trade of it. That last round didn't quite work out, but they were able to respond. Of course, the upgraded, you know, the improved firepower versus what GENG had. Now they've already pushed out to the ropes here.
GENG का
GENG had left the spike behind.
अभी execute उतना अच्छा ऐसे दिख क्यों नहीं रहा जितना lock in पे दिख रहा था.
Seeing if they could catch RRQ.
नया हाँ दो change किए ना उन लोग ने.
This round did not come through, and now
God किसको लाया?
It's going to be the full force, it looks like, of GENG. No ults in hand, so it's just going to have to get done through the use of their regular old utility.
Yeah, incoming नहीं.
भाई क्या space लेके बैठे रहे RRQ.
अपा मृदुल hello बोल रहे तेरे को.
A trap wire.
Hello मृदुल.
A camera set up just above them. See if they're really ready to check for it. It seems like they haven't noticed that camera just yet.
You know what it is? It's Flips. I think making
number लिया तू मृदुल कुछ बात ही नहीं किया.
Rolling Thunder. He just wants to go in for a retake.
अच्छा खेल रहा है RRQ flank कर करके मारे जा रहे हैं.
Now under contest, a prowler just to check, a paint shells to push them back, but here comes Concuss and a snake bite to hold that ground. King pushing in, going to spray, getting a quick double, maybe a third trade instead, but it's all good because now EJ is the only one here. He's stuck up by A main. Doesn't quite have
flash. Arey GENG!
Go off of an echo.
Hey Gravity Gaming, thank you for the 1,000 bro. Thank you. ढेर सारा प्यार आपको Gravity.
That canceled out that rolling thunder you were talking about. I think you're absolutely right that RRQ was looking to set up
thank you.
for that retake.
Means a lot.
But GENG was able to find their, counter ultimate, put it into place. A good kill here.
भाई battle pass तो GENG नहीं आने देगी guys तुम लोग के पास बता रहा हूँ मैं.
Really good King. We need to see him come alive. He was absolutely again a monster at lock-in against Loud. King was really having a good day, despite the fact that GENG came up short. So we're looking to see him continue to pick it up. He's playing that Viper the whole time there as well. So no.
अरे नहीं.
Can't be.
It's not possible.
It's not possible.
It's not true.
This happened before. But all right, I think all of you guys must be really happy.
तब तक अपन गेम का बात करते
I'm a little bit. This stings having my prediction for our.
अरे जो कॉम्प है ना.
You and Victoria, yeah.
तो कॉम्प GENG खेल रहा है. देखो स्टार्टिंग में उन लोग को स्लो खेलना पड़ता है. सब जगह मैप प्रेजेंस क्योंकि कोई सेंटिनल नहीं है ना हाथों में. ठीक है तो सब जगह प्रेजेंस दिखाते हैं. पर RRQ क्या अच्छा कर रहा है मालूम है. जैसे ही GENG एक साइड हिट कर रहा है स्प्लिट करके ऐसे भी RRQ डबल ट्रिपल पुश कर देता है. ठीक है तो उससे अभी GENG के पास फ्लैंक दिखने के लिए कुछ नहीं है. तो उनको मैन पावर कमिट करना पड़ेगा एक या दो लोग का. या तो ये लास्ट राउंड अच्छा किया GENG ने कि यूटिल यूज करके फाइट किया. पर हर बार आई डोंट थिंक काम करेगा. अगर इन लोग डोर से भी आएंगे और इधर से भी आएंगे ना बहुत मुश्किल होएगा GENG को होल्ड ऑफ करना वो एरिया. Let's see.
It's funny because a lot of the players are telling me, they're coming from Southeast Asia, right? And they're like, it's cold here, and I'm like,
क्या बोल रहा है कप्पा?
And I'm like, oh wait, yeah, right, of course.
You've been here 6 years, my friend.
Yeah, I've been here a while. And plus,
इसके रॉसी लेफ्ट फॉर कोरिया नो.
Northern America. It's very cold there.
कप्पा आवाज आ रहा है मेरा?
I think GENG kind of utilizing TS that round, normally he's looking to anchor from that position, right? If you're in the Brimstone or the
mute
Astro or
करके
whatever, you're looking to play that deep post plant with your utility to make sure that, if RRQ
reaction time test, yeah.
Then, you're able to delay it with the gravity well and that kind of thing. But importantly here for TS, he sees like 3 players of RRQ coming through.
जब भी technical time होगा guys मैं ये चश्मा पहनूंगा. For no apparent reason.
Okay, they probably saw the breach coming, and they're like, we got to get that ult. We can't let them have that rolling thunder.
And that's the value that GENG can bring to the team, especially with TS as the eagle.
Eagle.
It certainly is the right read, the right call, and when everything starts to play off like that, GENG gets to do what they want to do. We need more rounds like that, though. And I'm a little bit worried about this one because we can see that RRQ has 3 ultimates to work with.
RRQ quickly pushing through.
Sentinel नहीं है ना कप्पा ये लोग stick कर रहे थोड़ा अभी.
Attacker spawns. They got a ton of info. They know this is not.
Breach ult, Razor.
वापिस ये लोग ले लिया देख एक.
हाँ अच्छा कर रहे हैं लोग.
On the other side of the map, and they know.
GENG बोल रहा RRQ वाले.
RRQ वाले.
अभी अल्ट्स के retake के लिए भी अल्ट्स है रे कप्पा बहुत अल्ट्स हैं.
You'd love for Flips to get killed.
Breach,
One and done here would be great if GENG were to push that direction. They're changing their minds.
लोग ने ट्रिप तो नहीं सुना रहेगा. ट्रिप सुना रहेगा क्या?
Arcade होगा. And nobody's really spotted exactly where the other is. Other than this camera. This camera helps.
This is such a tense moment. Clinton, this makes me
भी गए तो ये
really
लोग दोनों
nervous.
fast
Nobody
double
knows
flank भी कर
anything.
सकते.
Nobody's seen anything. zero information. It's all just positional plays.
एक और smoke, दो smoke use हो गए Brim के.
Kind of has an idea
Side के cages पे खेलना पड़ेगा.
At least not towards A main. Kind of seen that.
ये लोग क्यों आगे पीछे कर रहे हैं
ओ भाई वो सिटी घुस गया ना इसके लिए ए पे आ गए वो नाइस फेक करे नाइस भाई अरे मस्त कॉल किया भाई मस्त
by King and TS.
Whoa!
Everyone
क्या मस्त कॉल किया है लोग ने.
Not even needing to really get the spike down or post-plant positions. GENG 2-4.
The beginning of this round is so well handled by GENG in terms of they take their time, they're waiting things out, then they spot this trap wire and they sniff out 𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐊𝐒's position. They set up a trap for him. They throw the 0 point, knock his trap wire out, push ahead of it, take him down. That is such a well-coordinated.
RRQ अपने प्लान में फंस गया भाविन.
हाँ रे. और कप्पा मतलब उन लोग इतना अवेयर थे कि उन लोग ने मैप का वो साइड छोड़ दिया है और वो पुश करने वाला है. क्या मस्त फेक किया स्मोक करके वो सैचल करके स्मोक के अंदर और उससे वाइपर वॉल के ऊपर. ये राउंड समझा. हाँ समझाता हूँ. ये कोई भी टाइम आउट पे समझाता हूँ मैं.
Harkening back to what we saw in the first few rounds of Pistol, but this time around,
just
instant contact plays on towards A. Maybe a bit of a smoke just to block them off from 2GE, but it's up to GENG to decide whether.
क्या बोलते हैं अनवर चिल सब बढ़िया तू कैसे है?
Yeah, this is going to be a little bit tricky for GENG because that orbital strike and that rolling thunder is still there. So if you get to the site, you know, it's going to be, you're going to feel that pressure right away. Do we have the time to make the plant without getting harassed? You know, are you going to by that orbital strike and then, maybe someone comes from an unexpected angle and gets the kill on you, or things like that are going to be on your mind here as GENG. And that early 2-2 makes things still tricky because now you're like, okay, well, where are they really positioned? How are they thinking about this round? They got aggressive. They got the favorable trade for this eco. So far has RRQ.
Hello, Prathamesh.
Now, 𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒 is hiding.
He's got the cam.
That's a great cam spot because when King reacts to it, he can react.
Only a Sheriff though. Okay. That's good enough. It's a 1-for-1 trade, and instantly GENG gets to set their camp up on the B site. RRQ are the ones who are rotating over.
Peripherals मारना चाहिए था.
Firepower that they're looking for. Maybe the orbital strike though.
चल इसको पता नहीं अभी तक. Blank हो रहा है.
10 seconds left and King has
अभी पता चला stun उसने call दिया शायद.
First bit up and then the plant.
This is tough, dude. This is tough. There's a rolling thunder.
Aftershock.
अरे पहुंचा नहीं रे.
He's okay though. He's got so much cover.
Nice,
in fact, he backs up into
कौन चाहता है जीते RRQ की GENG?
Lips.
RRQ.
Does not know. No idea.
अभी देखो जब तक अपने पास टाइम है लास्ट वाला राउंड एक्सप्लेन करता हूँ मैं ठीक है.
Finding their stride.
Yeah, this is a great round for both sides.
अभी GENG ने अपने 500 प्लेयर ये साइड पे रखे.
Really good job of finding a lot of damage.
RRQ ने ये साइड स्पेस लेके पुश किया. अभी ऑब्वियसली वो राउंड में GENG को नहीं पता है, पर GENG अज्यूम कर सकता है क्योंकि इन लोगों के पास इधर कोई ट्रिप नहीं है, कुछ इन्फो के लिए नहीं है कि RRQ पुश करके खेल रहे हैं. और पहले वाले राउंड में जो लोग ने किया भी, समझ रहे हो? तो अभी GENG इधर एक बंदा लर्क छोड़ता है. ठीक है, मेरे को क्या लगा उन लोग बीट करेंगे, ये पिक करने को ट्राई करेगा, पर उन लोगों ने कॉल क्या अच्छा किया. एक अंडरपास गया, इसने इनको फेक किया. अभी अगर इन लोग डायरेक्ट बी हिट करते ना, पॉज में बोलता हूँ हाँ गेम के बीच में
GENG kind of playing on the back foot. They might have the sight, but not the numbers advantage. Instead, it's going to be EJ and Zephyro with their ultimates.
Oh, nice.
Not exactly that combo. In fact,
it's going to be
GENG taking the fight to them. Oh my God, God dead. How are they doing this? Knowing where exactly to use that utility. Leaving Zephyro alone. Even sending out the ultimate doesn't quite work out for them. RRQ actually hurts in this moment.
What a shot from GodDead. Just catches the ear of EJ. EJ looking in a different direction, just wasn't quite ready. You know, GodDead heard the ult and actually stepped up into it. You don't see that too often. The confidence there from GodDead pulling this round through here for GENG, along with King, who played that corner really, really well. He got a flash to set him up there towards defender spawn, able to find 2 big kills. 𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒 though, how does he pull the trigger when Meteor's coming around the corner like that? I mean, Meteor, fortunately for him, got the rocket off just before 𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒 domed him in the head, but still, 𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒, man, he is so impressive.
मैं तो बोल ही रहा हूँ तुम लोग को
in my opinion, a great
GENG जीतेगा.
so far with the way he's playing off his utility, finding shots
भाई
like
इसको
this,
मारा
finding
फिर
value
रियली
right from the rip, getting big multi-kill rounds
Shot,
for
भाई
his team. Even though it's getting, a little bit now dicey potentially for RRQ. It's tied up, and I think we might have a timeout. I think this is a good time for one for RRQ.
टाइम आउट है
That being said,
अभी एक्सप्लेन करूँ वो राउंड के हाफ पे करूँ जल्दी बोलो
great match so far.
मत कर अभी
अभी नहीं करूँ
4 rounds
नहीं।
won on both
अरे
sides.
कप्पा यार
कर देना यार 30-40 सेकंड से देख
हाँ
course,
40
though,
सेकंड
this
में
is-
तब तक ये म्यूट ठीक है हाँ तो अपन क्या बात कर रहे थे अभी वो लोग देखो आरआरक्यू के दो लोग इधर पुश करके बैठे ठीक है अगर जेनजी सोचता कि चलो डायरेक्ट बी जाते हैं तो ये जो दो लोग हैं इन लोग टाइम बाय करते हैं और आरआरक्यू फ्लैंक से आके ऑलरेडी रेडी रहते हैं और शट डाउन कर देते मोस्ट लाइकली ठीक है ए जाते तो इसके बाद ब्रीच अल्ट है ये अल्ट करके टाइम बाय कर सकता था या तो रीटेक पे उन लोग अल्ट यूज कर पर जेनजी ने क्या किया बहुत इंसेन खेला एक बंदा अंडरपास से आके इधर बैठ गया ए पे उन लोगों ने फेक किया ठीक है तो अब ये जो दो लोग हैं इन लोगों को क्या लग रहा है अरे ए आ रहे हैं तो उन लोग ए की तरफ रोटेट करना चालू किए पर जैसे ही वो किए तब तक इन लोग तीन लोग बी अंदर घुसे ये हेवन वाला पीक करके मर गया मौली की वजह से और इन लोग को साइट मिल गया और एक बंदा अंडरपास से फ्लैंक के रेडी बैठा है समझ रहे हो इसमें सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट कॉल का था ये फेक करना इधर स्मोक के साथ तो ये दो लोग जो फास्ट फ्लैंक आ सकते थे उन लोग का टाइमिंग 10 सेकंड से ऑफ हो गया और पूरी टाइमिंग में उन लोगों ने राउंड निकाल लिया ऑलरेडी और अगर वो आते भी तो उनका एक बंदा ऑलरेडी रेडी बैठा था जेनजी का बहुत मस्त मतलब अवेयर थे कि सामने वाले क्या कर सकते कहाँ पुश कर सकते तो फेक करवाया वही अवेयरनेस के अराउंड
Together there.
Yes, and they beat Zeta.
They beat Zeta, dude. I mean, think about this. Like, with Bile as the coach, right? He was with TNL and previously, Quantum Strikers and stuff. Always doing a great job here, but they kept running into
Hello, आवाज आ रहा है?
before
कप्पा आवाज आ रहा है?
the finals, and they kept getting beat out.
कप्पा आवाज आ रहा है?
Couldn't, find themselves on the other side of the bracket. So they may have been the second best team in Korea at times previously. May have been better than F4Q when they qualified for Masters. Maybe. But they ran into DRX. They ran into that buzzsaw that was,
Buzzsaw, I see what you did.
See what I did? All right, let's see if there's some contact here. But yeah, I mean, Coach Bile, tons of credit to him. Look what he did with Northwest. He goes over there and he turns them into a winning team in that Japanese region.
Hopefully doing the same for Gen G as well. If they want to meet DRX, they want to prove that they are the best first, they have to beat RRQ.
30
again,
seconds left.
With these strats that we're seeing right now, RRQ, the way that they're taking up space on the map, just pushing out into Gen G territory actually, and then getting information that way. Now they know it's going to be an A main hit. They're prepared for
बफर हो रहा है क्या
this. It might be a
सबका
cosmic
नहीं
divide,
मेरा तो सही चल
and
रहा
they're
है
respecting that. But I see that utility
10
possibly
seconds
coming in. They're just waiting for an
Spike
EJ
planted.
up on top. As soon as this curtain falls, they might have no idea that he's on the other side. Meteor hiding up on top, everything covered up by Nebulas. They're waiting for a bit of a move, flushing out common positions. In fact, it's going to be a flash coming in, a bit of a check, but they're only able to take out that one. RRQ can't quite break through. Flips. Getting one, and then the trade from Elmi perhaps, but it's a 1-on-2 now. Sheriff in hand, it's not going to work out. TS, look at the positions from Gen G, Clint.
Another phenomenal round here from TS. The way he plays.
हेलो कप्पा आवाज आ रहा है
He gives Gen G. Oh, they're going to go
कप्पा
for time out here.
Hello.
हेलो क्या कर कभी से हेलो हेलो करके चला जा रहा है
Beginning of this, you said it, you just said it, right? We need to see
चेक कर रहा था बट
अच्छा।
याद नहीं रहा था मेरे को
right out the rip. Again, winning those early trades, but then TS gets in.
भाई flank आके
Gets the flank angle against RRQ and locks them down. Repositions as Elmimore comes back in, catches him in
GENG
an unexpected angle.
बोलते
That is phenomenal movement from your IGL. That is exactly what you want from your smartest player.
It's such an interesting timeout, though, because they just won that round. Bile, what do you think?
Sometimes. If he saw something he didn't like, I think maybe with that early double.
अभी क्या लग रहा है तुम लोग को बैटल पास मिलने वाला है कि नहीं मिलने वाला है
Too many times where Gen G, like we saw it against that eco round where they double stacked at on top of drop, right?
4-0 पे सब बज रहे थे हैं
If it's me, I'm saying, whoa, guys, this can't keep happening. We will start losing rounds if we keep losing to these double stacks.
That's a great point. And it's definitely a lot of these different bits of map control. 𝘼𝐽𝐿𝐻 is the coach of RRQ discussing something too. It's a bit of this push and pull, this give and take that both teams.
अगर मजा आ रहा है एनालिसिस देखने में और गेम देखने में तो एक हल्का सा लाइक और सब्सक्राइब दबा दो
First,
Thank you.
RRQ feeling that heat. They haven't won around yet since this win streak from GENG.
Let's go. क्या ult से इन लोगों के पास?
See if they can turn it around here.
Breach
I
ult.
think maybe that timeout
KO ult के लिए दो
might
और.
have give them the opportunity to draw up some.
Ult cycle भी कप्पा जेंजी का ही फास्ट आ रहा है. वो इको राउंड में 2 ult यूज किए ना इन लोगों ने RRQ ने जो हार गए. बहुत ये हो गया.
A little bit of a push here out into A main. A lot of utility. Kind of going both ways. That Haunt doesn't find anything, so.
अभी छोड़ दिया ये लोग stand hold
they're
कर
in the
रहे हैं.
vicinity. They're not quite sure.
मरने वाले हैं. Drop से.
Look at this crunch though from GENG.
I know. It's setting up for that A split. Meteor, but it's straight into A main and
कैसे
it
रे?
calls it clear. In fact, it's going to be Echo from the top drop, finding one player onto the next. Zephyro hiding inside the. Oh my God, this is good position. He pops out. He finds Meteor, and that's the Star Duel is gone. King going in to retrade this out, but.
सब flank पे.
It's a 3-on-3 retake.
I love the presence of
पता भी रहेगा
mind
अभी
here
तक.
हाँ अभी देखना check करा ना वो city.
They knew there were two over here. They knew the fade was missing, and Meteor suspected he just couldn't quite find the spray in time.
अरे धर लिया रे.
Calls good reads, and we're back into the
Nice
action.
King.
Pulls his ground up by Sands. It doesn't even matter if you're peeking him. 2GE, the only one left, uses the incendiary to flush him out, but still has one more player left to deal with, and this is the King. He is wearing the crown. 2GE, what do you have?
हो गया. Boom.
Taps it, sticks it. But here comes King with the peeky. Here's the
Nice रे King.
right in time.
Nice round.
And a quadra for the King himself.
Perfect play here by King. At
Must
the end of the
timing
round.
के साथ
Finds
आया
4
यार.
kills total, and this is the King that we saw at lock-in, who was fired up, who was dialed in, finding huge multi-kills rounds, clutch as always. And you know, this is a good entry here for the side of GENG. They're able to put, again, because the lack of response from the early contact with GENG and RRQ at A main backs RRQ off. GENG's able to take a little bit of extra space there. They're able to kind of identify. We know there's an here based on the utility we saw. They're able to suss out Zephyro, even though he trades it. It's a good finish, good timing at the end by King. He played that to perfection.
Oh my gosh, but switching things up now on the pacing of things. They know that RRQ is on the eco, and they're going in fast with it. It's like you said, you know, they're making such great reads, but 2GE.
तीसरा भी देगा क्या?
Unfortunately,
कल
those
उसने
are
मारा
only
ना 3.
heroics that last for a couple of seconds. GENG still
अभी भी तो मारे हैं
overwhelming them. They have the sight.
नहीं कल कौन सा गेम में वो 3 छुलाया ना.
Underneath their noses, and he's gonna do something. I love it. I love it. Great entry.
गाइस कौन सा गेम था याद है किसी को 3 शेरिफ पे शॉट्स मारे.
अरे ये था लोटस में.
हाँ लोटस में.
ए लिंक के डोर से मारा.
हाँ हाँ कौन सा टीम था पर वो.
4 kills, dude. What a round.
PRX को मारा ना.
Great entry. Great
हाँ
through. You know, the damage done.
Suggest ने मारा.
Whatever, since this is the last round, it doesn't hurt you economically. So you're totally fine taking that. Let's see what RRQ can do.
पर उसका ज़्यादा ऐसा था.
7-5.
I don't know, man. With the way that GENG have been playing, this is 7 rounds in a row. And it's just crazy.
डिफेंस पे अभी अगर RRQ आराम से खेलेगा तो बहुत अच्छा चांस है उन लोगों को.
Is out for blood.
Yeah, man.
With those sheriff kills,
those were sick. I mean, we've seen some really good plays from RRQ. They're just not, like, they're catching GENG off guard a lot. And they're having some really good moments. It's just the follow through, the protocols towards some of the post-plant situations. Since in the beginning, they looked pretty good. They had some good ideas for the retakes, but GENG making some good adjustments, taking a little bit of space early, you know, making sure that their angles are clear. Like, one thing for me, for GENG, that I'm seeing that's turned the tide here is that a lot of times, you know, it was fast retakes from the side of RRQ, and now GENG is making sure space is clear. They're putting that double controller comp to better effect. They're getting a little bit more in front of them, you know, in terms of after they put the plant down.
Yeah, instead of saving stuff up for post-plant lineups, they're using it to clear out a lot of these spaces, making sure that RRQ doesn't get to hide in some of these sneaky spots, like what we've seen from LB4 before.
Exactly, dude. Yeah, you said it really well. It's been a good adjustment here, and I get why. I totally understand why Bile took a second timeout like right away. Right. Because I was seeing things that would, if I was a coach, would make me really upset. Was that they kept dying to these these early off-angle positions that RRQ was taking that they weren't expecting. You know, whether it be a double stack, whether it just be one player.
देखो technical pause में क्या ही करे. Nice look. Thank you. Thank you.
And that was, you know, credit in the world to RRQ finding those positions that were
क्या कर रहा है take pause?
not being thought of by GENG.
Chilling कर रहा, chilling.
everybody's making, you know, the chess match here is
सेकंड हैंड ऋषि भाई लग रहे हो सही है भाई जब तक टेक पॉज अपन ये चश्मा पहने रखेंगे आपको टिल्ट करते हुए कब देखेंगे अभी तो वो तो मैं ऑलरेडी करता हूँ VCL ऐसे देख के
गोपी को बुला ले अभी
चलो टेक पॉज हो गया
Looking for it. I don't know if it's going to happen, but we want to see it.
And 5-7 is an acceptable scoreline for your defender's half on Fracture. You'll take that. Slightly attacker-sided in Fracture at lock-in, but here in Asia in particular...
Gravity
well, what a snake bite.
Oh, and then the showstopper from the other side! 2GE will not be able to get away in time, and will get quick control of a tower. This is the entire side by GENG.
Full speed.
Great read off the rip here. The gravity well into the damage from the mollies, but 𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐊𝐒 trying to do something. Sephiroth as well stepping up.
These two. There's still more to do. Tower right underneath as well. As soon as one peaks come from above, it's not even necessary. And now only one left. 30.
Bye bye.
No! Not that way! Caught by the paint shells in the corner.
Easy peasy बोलते GENG सबकी
I felt your pain. Like, you felt his pain and then I felt your pain.
It's like you just, alright, AFK, I'm out.
That feels bad. We've all been there, right? You get stuck in a corner and you have no way out from a molly. You're just like, well, this is my life now.
Popaji, Dr. Popaji.
Fire everywhere.
It's like record scratch. So you're wondering how I got here. I mean, again, you know, you're seeing good things from
4-0 to 8-4.
The depth here for GENG.
सच बताओ GENG वाले ने कितने में खरीदा अभी GENG वाला कैसा खरीदेगा मैं GENG को सपोर्ट कर रहा है
aggressive at some early angles and this time they catch him, right? They get the gravity well combo there with the snake bites.
आप होते तो आप कितने में मान जाते GENG से
know that they're going to be running from that. He's chasing him with his ult to find the kill.
And that's just the incredible plays coming in from GENG right now. If anything, this halftime is for RRQ.
टीम का नाम ही RR है कैसे जीतेगी
the second half. They're attacking half. So far, we've seen them take aggressive control, going for space over attacker side bridge, both sides of the map, just to get further information. But GENG have been reacting appropriately to it.
क्या लगता है guys comeback possible
like with this momentum on GENG's side 8-4 will they get
50 रुपए में मान जाते
it's going to be a little bit hard for them to get aggressive because of the cypher. So you almost have to like on your retake
50 रुपए में तो आजकल वेटर का टिप भी नहीं होता
इसका नाक बह रहा है कि इसने क्यों लगाया वो ऐसा
that's going to be the by far more difficult side to get through. So I expect that some of GENG's retakes, you know, he might send one out to challenge that Cypher, to clear that utility, at least make sure that that flank angle is being thought about, you know, for the side of RRQ.
Make them paranoid.
Exactly, make them paranoid.
Do we have any chance against DRX?
What I'm really curious here about for RRQ is
chance तो होगा हमेशा.
The entries will probably be pretty good.
My condolences.
You know, the raise play.
नहीं chance है guys.
But I'm more interested in the play of Sephiroth and
Bhavin.
because those two
अरे नहीं रे मजाक कर रहा था चांस तो है टोपी पहना था ना मैंने इसके लिए
GENG like let's say you're on B side again you're coming from Link you're coming from
पहना था या पहना रहा है
अरे पहना था एक्चुअली में टोपी पहना था
that to me is going to be onto the Brimstone and the two initiators to kind of control that space you know
you're going to have to set your duelist up
right
let's go
Vedant
for those entries
kaboom
flush people out of positions make sure the smoke is up for cover but this is that aggressive now
रुकने नहीं वाले लगते लोग मार इसको
feeling themselves and they're going in with this even using the paint shells as a little bit of additional cover 𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐿 has no idea what hit him and what is this
कितने तीनों यूज कर लेना लेकिन
they're like you guys want to push that way that's fine see this is the kind of double-edged sword
city plant
overstacking the Cypher side
रुका है सिटी में
if the other team reacts
हाँ ये तो एकदम पैसिव खेलेगा जब तक वो लोग साइड कांटेक्ट नहीं लेंगे तब तक ये पीक ही नहीं करेगा
into the spawn here it is spotted
भाई ये क्या कर रहा है
अभी आएगा
he does get that one the spike is kind of planted
देखा
on the open
smokes तो रहेंगे ना
that's one thing that GENG has to worry about so RRQ with all their post plant positions kind of works out flips in a good spot just to trade but he still has more to go in fact they're sticking it all the way through and Sephiroth Unfortunately, a little bit too far. Might be able to find the frags, but not the round win. And GENG will still be going off with its win streak.
It's close for RRQ. I love the idea. I love the play call here. Off of the contact that 𝘼𝐼𝐿 takes. And again, this is another way you could deal with this Cypher.
Is it allowed to have other brands peripherals on stage like Artisan Mousepad? I think the players can use what they want to.
Hope that 𝘼𝐼𝐿, at worst, he's gonna.
I don't know though.
But
use kar sakte
in this
jo
case, they
chahiye
just overrun him, and it's a great idea here. The RRQ just pulls the trigger, just goes right for the plant, gets into GENG spawn, but they just can't hold it down.
It's not going to be easy at this point to hold anything down. I mean, you might have the marksmanship to hold your own ground and play off of individual skill, but getting those round wins, finding those post-plant positions, especially when GENG are this confident, it's tough.
And GENG has found
oh boy, walking.
He's been good.
Just walks in with this. Got dead. Spending that fragment just to hold them off for a second, but they have other routes, other options to go with. This is the shorty play though. Spends the first shot, swaps back to the spectre, and holds himself down.
Oh
He's got to be moved. A triple kill now.
Smoke देगा मस्त support smoke आ गया उसको भाई.
हाँ. Any longer, EJ
मस्त smoke आया.
Decimated by this meteor.
That's the tough part about trying to clear that tower with this utility.
अरे टावर पे स्मोक किया ना GENG का जो स्मोक था भाई टावर पे उसने स्मोक किया ना लेफ्ट साइड उसका पीछे साइड उसके लिए
हाँ
unless you use the breach flash but they use a smoke and then this is all nearsighted he can see this and then he can switch right over and he's got the angle they try to come from him from the backside but his reaction is phenomenal and you can see why GENG
players का sound
for this team after lock-in. You can see the value he has. Another veteran player, a phenomenal initiator.
That's
Get it done.
Seemingly a new addition, but is a veteran after all. And it shows. Knowing that
10 round in a row for GENG, guys.
And now on to the next round. Even having suffered a bit of damage, he has that sheriff. He's looking for this bonus win. They have the position just to push RRQ off of A main.
काउंटर लेके बैठे दोनों
cat and mouse game here, right?
भाई इनका फूल ले रहे उधर
ways to counter DRX play out of syllabus bro अगर normal standard game खेलोगे तो वो लोग बहुत अच्छे हैं
बहुत अच्छे हैं
flashes that fault line softening up the defenses or the retakes possibly but here's my worry if you do get the B site you still have Meteor to think about. You still have TS to think about. Here come the paint shells. It's gonna bang him up a little bit, but
oh भाई 2640 HP.
Should be able to get this down. Launching smoke. GENG just making sure that they're
कुछ है क्या इनके पास क्या है सिर्फ फेड अल्ट है
GENG का वही होता है हमेशा एक साइड रिटेक ही खेलते हैं ये मैप पे
the fade down in the south
attack heavy है बहुत
so like I was saying this all has to come through the middle of the map here comes the initiator utility this is all on the initiators to make sure that GENG doesn't find any success
that's fantastic that you pointed that out Clinton that nightfall it's buying so much time and positional plays as well they can't hear this they continue to move forward but EJ starts things off 2GE coming in and now the last one the last domino to fall. It's Meteor and Zephyro finding that win back for RRQ. One round after having lost.
Bro.
Love the way that RRQ sets this up. They get the site pretty much, without too much of a problem. They take some damage on the way in, but they have all 5 members left. So then,
look at this.
Another.
ये double kill भाई 10 HP पे नहीं निकाल पाना चाहिए तो.
The RRQ Watchparty in Indonesia. Oh my God, in Indonesia. Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm so thrilled with the way that RRQ set up this post.
Because
you have the Cypher on one side, and then to kind of defend your weak side.
Oh, okay.
I don't think there's anything there for Meteor to hit. Response longer away.
दे दो और दो kill.
Now we're just meeting aggression with aggression.
Nice.
Sprays it down regardless. Sizzling like bacon. Moving on to the next part, it's going to be Echo, the only one left.
अभी comeback हो रहा है क्या?
Trying to fight back onto this. He's got a bit of the half by the Spectre.
नहीं रे इनके पास अल्ट आएंगे तो difficult है थोड़ा.
ये offline watch parties होगी guys.
If anyone crosses, If anything, though,
offline watch party.
Finds a frag, picks up a weapon, and then maybe.
और अभी से offline का है ना view party है, watch party नहीं.
Get anything done? Yeah. Okay. Catches more a bit off
What is view party and watch party?
Watch party is जो हम लोग कर रहे हैं, view party is जो offline ऐसा वो रहता.
And now a 3v1.
Blue Dog में हुआ था वैसा.
This is going to be a difficult one to say the least for Echo, but
not impossible.
Not impossible. He's got a lot of his utility left, so
okay.
Try कर रहा है भाई, Vandal save कर ले.
Very difficult. There are two players stacked up on side, makes me a little bit worried, but that does work out well. The aftershock, the flush flips out of position. Now he's all got to worry about A main. Incendiary already spent just to buy more time. They're holding all the way
ये
back.
क्या haunt है भाई?
It's going to be playing off of each other's contact. As soon as he taps the spike, you're going to expect this double peek. He flashes them to buy a bit more time, though, once to get halfway, but no!
क्या फायदा?
You can't do that when you got two players breathing down your neck.
किस चीज का?
इसका नहीं मतलब वही फ्लैश करे पिक करने का गन देने का क्या फायदा? चल एक को मार दिया, तूने उनको फाड़ भी दिया, उन्होंने मॉली भी यूज कर लिया, अभी सेव कर लेना.
I want to. This round is just a scrappy one to start off. They, Meteor tries to get aggressive. RRQ reads it like a book. They're totally ready for it.
SMG था ना?
नहीं राइफल था ना अपा.
How deep he's going to get.
SMG था, एक को मार के राइफल आ गया ना.
The round before that, man.
दिल्ली में होगा, अलग-अलग सिटीज में प्लान हो रहा है गाइस.
प्लान तो बड़े-बड़े हैं. एग्जीक्यूट क्या-क्या होता है देखते हैं.
The spawn of GENG, towards that generator, towards that link. So beautiful. And that's exactly what I wanted to see them do with this comp.
Step by step, एक-एक सिटी के पहले देखते हैं.
So much that they
पार्टी का passes.
हाँ ये तो जब भी हमारे 100 के होंगे तभी हम passes बांटेंगे.
तो गाइस लाइक सब्सक्राइब ठोकना ना भूलिए. Thank you.
Trying to contest towards that tower. Goddead is here. He goes in for that flash. Turns away.
Kaire Baba Goddead.
Boombot, in fact, is the thing that catches Goddead. But of course, everyone else has arrived to the party. GENG, they're prepared for this. The only question is, will the pistols hold? Will the pistols strike? Instead, it's going to be Flips and Zephyro pushing in. Phantoms in hand. They will be able kind of plant their flag, or at least touch
अपा लग रहा है RRQ comeback कर लेगा अपा ये game.
With the frenzy here, trying to run and gun with this, hit and run with this. He's got that frenzy still, and they try to challenge him. Might not be the best idea, not unless perhaps you free fire. But regardless, all they really need is to get that spike down. 𝘼𝐵 now chasing from the other side. King not aware, leaving Meteor, the last one left alone.
ओल्ड सब्स को तो फ्री पास मिलना चाहिए. अगर आपके पास कोई प्रूफ है कि आप मेरे पहले फर्स्ट 1000 सब्सक्राइबर्स में से थे,
वो तो तेरे को दिख जाएगा ना इसमें YouTube के इसमें
दिख जाता है क्या?
हाँ चेक कर सकता है तू. कभी डेट के आता था एकदम.
Another great round here from RRQ, and now they're starting to mount their comeback. 3 rounds in a row. Things start to get a little bit dicey from GENG. I think if this one goes sideways, we might see.
मैं चेक करूंगा बोल. और अगर हो तो
फर्स्ट 5000 में तो मैं था. तो एक काम करते हैं, मैं सोचता हूँ और एक ये करते हैं कि यू पार्टी का एक जन का मैं ट्रैवल और स्टे भरूंगा जी के लास्ट मैच का. ठीक है, लेट्स सी. प्लान करता हूँ मैं, एक बार पूछूं पहले कहाँ हो रही है, कैसे हो रही है. प्रॉब्लम ये है मैं खुद नहीं आ पाऊंगा.
क्यों किधर जा रहा है वो?
क्योंकि अपने को वॉच पार्टी करनी है ना.
उधर जाके करेंगे. लैपटॉप लेके चल. ओमन का लैपटॉप यूज तो कर
हाँ,
लो.
पर ऐसा नहीं. तो रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस भी फॉलो कर रहे हैं ना सारे.
हाँ तो बैकग्राउंड प्रॉपर रखेंगे ना.
तो पूछ
जैसे अपन ने लास्ट इसमें किया था वैसे ही करना है. और क्या?
जब रेबल ने रेड किया था, हाँ रेबल ने फर्स्ट टाइम रेड किया था, तभी मैंने जिंदगी में पहली बार इतने सारे व्यूअर्स देखे थे. आई एम योर फर्स्ट सब्सक्राइबर शुभम, सो क्यूट. अगर ये सच है तो अभी बताओ मेरे तरफ से आपको डिनर आज रात का. अगर ये एक्चुअल में सच है तो.
Yeah, I love what you're saying. RRQ is, I was just talking about in the previous round.
अब सब फर्स्ट सब्सक्राइबर बन जाए.
Working together, the way they're playing off of each other. Here they go to a more isolation style, and that's tough to do against this disciplined GENG team.
30 seconds left.
I understand maybe wanting to try to show a different look to GENG, wanting to try something a little bit different.
भाई ये राउंड तो देखा ही
Isn't
नहीं क्या
working
हुआ
out, so I think after this round you go back to what was working here for RRQ. It's the playing together, the playing up to, you know, that leapfrogging of utility, trying to trying to get your way into the sites like that. Trying to bust through GENG's defenses in more methodical ways instead of these.
भाई एम लैप करना चाहिए क्या कर
Which
सकते
of course we know they're good. You know, RRQ of course talented, but it's a lot harder to do that on the attacker side with the isolated plays.
Like 2 players from GENG holding A main. You could be the most talented player in the world.
Right.
You could be, I don't know.
Remember to talk to each other out
maybe.
there.
If you just double satchel on towards A main, 2 guns staring down at you, yeah, it's still gonna be really hard. And this is how Meteor deals with it.
Yeah, well, he's maybe the toughest player in that equation that you have to go up against.
We saw on Face Off the press conference that we had earlier.
Thank you what's
अरे क्या वॉकी टॉकी खत्म नहीं हो रहा क्या इनका?
He's disgusting.
अरे कपा कॉम्स दे रहे टीम
I mean,
कॉम्स
you give him a Marshall, you know.
नहीं वैसे नहीं मतलब
power of
वॉकी कर रहे भाई कितनी जगह पे?
अच्छा वॉक
that is the power of friendship.
That you think you should win. That's what
मालूम है मेरे को किसका डायलॉग मार रहा है
अरे वो सबको मालूम है भाई मीम हो गया भाई वो
मुझे नहीं पता क्या है
क्या कप्पा आप
छोड़ो
भाई
सोशल मीडिया पे एक्टिव नहीं हो बोल क्या हुआ
नहीं आपका उम्र हो गया कप्पा आप जान के क्या
उम्र हो गया
RRQ's got ultimates of their own. Nightfall sent out.
गाली मत दो भाई
Not only buys time though.
इतना डर काफी है कप्पा बोल अभी
Secondary ultimate.
डर काफी है
Them back again. What they don't know is Echo and TS applying pressure from the opposite end of the site. EJ with the acrobatics trying to survive but still concussed. Echo flushes him out of position.
ये असली विक्ट्री गाइस कमबैक मारने की जरूरत नहीं है आदमी डरता है कमबैक से
इंस्टेंटली डर गया रे खुद ही बोल के खुद ही डर गया
अरे भाई तुम लोग किस पे हंसे मेरे डायलॉग पे हंसे कि वो नाच रहा था इसलिए
नहीं मैं तो ये गोलू का तो बोला ना कि
हाँ अच्छा
कौन नाच रहा था
अच्छा वो स्पाइक पकड़ के नाच रहा था ना ऐसे ऐसे लेफ्ट राइट कर रहा था मैंने लगा तो उसके लिए ना
इतना डेप्थ में ओवरथिंक क्या कर रहा है तेरे डायलॉग पे ऐसे भाई
one from the other side of the map. So this is a great adjustment here by GENG, completely bamboozling RRQ. They throw all their utility into the middle of the map, expecting GENG to be coming from that way. Actually, GENG's not, and they're able to dodge a lot of those important ults. They don't really take any significant damage from them in terms of anything that got any kills even, and they were able to smother the angles from all sides and win their trade. So really nice adjustment here from GENG.
चैनल का नाम चेंज क्यों किया मेरे पंडित ने बोला पुराने वाले नाम से 100 के नहीं हो पाएगा
Coming from the site on its own, they knew Arcade and Main could be those potential vulnerable entry points for GENG to retake with. And right now RRQ definitely in trouble. Ewok trying to instruct his team on what they can improve.
Maybe they need to get
भाई ये लोग तो बहुत बोलते हैं
तेरा पुराना YouTube नेम क्या था भविन
ऑफिशियल हेलरेंजर हाँ
अभी क्या है
अभी नाम है भाविन हेलरेंजर कोटवानी और टैग है हेलरेंजर ऑफिशियल
टैग क्या था पहले
ऑफिशियल हेलरेंजर
नाम भी ऑफिशियल हेलरेंजर टैग भी वही था
टैग था ही नहीं ना पहले
टैग मतलब वो टैग मतलब @ हाँ
Oh my god. You mean the great movie, The Empire Strikes Back?
Really old movie.
अरे नाइस रे
ये प्ले उन लोग ने इस पे भी किया था
ये कॉमन हो चुका है प्ले फ्रैक्चर में ना
हाँ और फिर भी थोड़ा अनएक्सपेक्टेड मतलब मार खाते
कोई रहेगा नहीं तो समझ में नहीं आता ना
That's what makes Meteor so good. He's got all these great little set plays for himself.
अरे धर लिया भाई उसको अबे में
we talked about this, the individuality.
वो स्मोक क्यों नहीं किया अच्छा 2 ही स्मोक थे क्या
RRQ just trying to find that gap, but look at the positioning. The entire firing squad, Clinton.
See what Flip can do.
He's
got a pretty good opportunity maybe here to get 2.
मर जा
Oh god, you're pulling out utility. Oh, I'm so nervous. He kind of uses it for cover, but that Phantom Spray just will not aid him in this instance. 2 GE and Zephyro though, and then the strike, it pushes them back. Might give them a bit of space to get the spike down.
ये नया न्यू प्लेयर है क्या जेफरो
अरे वो है
are here.
नाम चेंज किया है
help them all that
Tebotal.
much.
Tebotal,
Two
हाँ.
prowlers, or one
अच्छा.
prowler. King has a snake bite. He could just drop it out of
अरे
nowhere.
अरे
But
बेचारा.
pulling out the boom bot, a sudden peek from Zephyro. King! How are you going to do this? You have to isolate those duels, but the prowler chases and bites you. Zephyro waiting for that peek. Throwing it just to make sure that that one corner is clear. He knows Zephyro is on that spike. The next person can only be up by A main. Tosses the shorty to open up the door, but no!
Nice try.
2GE does not care. He follows back with his teammate to stack up on this end, preventing his team from losing this map. Woo! By a thread,
सबसे hard match
RRQ
क्या
hang
लगता है
on,
आपको?
and
G का
this is
DRX
all
के
about
against
the
ही
time
है
being
मुझे लगता है सब
fought
matches
here
अपने
by
यहाँ
the side of Flip. Underneath ropes. This is a great little play. He would have
सबसे हार्ड कौन सा है यार पर कप्पा यार?
DRX भाई obvious की बात है कोई जवाब ही नहीं.
They need to put the plant down. They're able to catch meteor.
क्या लगता है जैन कल नेक्स्ट वीक
सारे टीम्स को हार्ड गेम एक ही टीम से होने वाला है और DRX से.
मतलब बाकी गेम कॉम्पिटिटिव रहेंगे, DRX के सामने थोड़ा हार्ड है.
सब सारे टीम्स को हार्ड है.
पेपर एक्स इस DRQ भी DRX भी आई थिंक DRX जीत
उनको भी
जाएगा.
हार्ड है, दोनों साइड से हार्ड ही है.
Let's double check. Okay, I'm out. Okay. Yeah, those paint shells? Yeah, you're definitely out. In fact, he throws down a fragment in response though, but DJ's prepared for this. Can they make a trade though? In fact, the King, he's on his throne.
King भैया
will be knocked off in just that seconds. Flips, getting that spike down now, but here
क्या
comes
ये
the
भाई?
response. A blind shot though, and the ult
क्या
will
है?
not connect.
नहीं
अरे
नॉर्मल वेस्ट
इंजीनियर्स का साउंड थोड़ा चलता है भाई.
चलता है.
They want this.
लैन का साउंड थोड़ा सबको अजीब ही आता है.
They can get it. They're thinking about it. Meteor's turn to push. Where could they be
waste
hiding?
हो रहा
That's
है
the
भाई.
question. Got this cosmic divide that could be so annoying. In fact, it allows for Zephyro to peek out the
बाहर
right
निकलेगा ना
time.
वो.
And then
Karasing.
Meteor pushing out a canteen.
Karasing.
Come on, Crossfire or is it contact
The Haunt
peek?
confirms it.
Right.
I think
Flips
Crossfire.
will be able to peek off of it. And one more round for RRQ.
वो मार्जिल है क्या? कौन
if they
मार्जिल है
want
क्या?
it. Yeah,
Hills
they
है
do a
भाई.
really
Urjil.
nice job here of kind of buying a little bit of
Jet.
time to get
किसी ने पूछा what do you think about
Goddamn isolated,
PCLS
back him off. They're able to find the kill on him eventually.
PCLS
King
है?
steps
हाँ,
in,
games
gets a
देखे
couple
तूने
of
कोई
his
भी?
own, but King then
हाँ,
tries to
देखा है.
move into the smokes.
कोई
I
टीम
think
अच्छा
he
लगा
was
तेरे
cut
को?
down by either Flips or 2G. Yeah, I think it was Flips.
एक ही टीम
And just like through
सारे
the
टीम
smoke,
ट्राई कर रहे हैं, नए
there
टीम
was the
बने
Astro
अभी.
smoke to try to protect him.
ढंग से
He
practice
immediately
नहीं हुआ
starts
तो.
moving into that. A great reaction
So in
from
the
the Astro,
direction which I like they're
well
going
read
are
by the side of
VLT,
RRQ, and they get that big kill
Aster,
on the King, displace him from the site.
और
Meteor
कौन?
goes for the blind.
I think यही दो टीम आ रहा है भाई दिमाग में.
Doesn't pay off, and nobody
VLT और
wants to
Aster
mess with
Army.
this Arsenal.
हाँ.
In fact, this is
OG?
gonna be information.
पूजी का गेम थोड़ा
the Meteor,
कल
where did that
थोड़ा
big
ढंग
shell
से नहीं
come
देखा
from?
रहे दोनों का गेम.
King as well,
पर-
the snake bite. All of a sudden, this has turned into a
नहीं
choke
मेरे को देखना
point.
पड़ेगा ओजी के बारे में बोलने.
What?
अरे
They
क्या
are
सीन है भाई?
out
क्या
of
ट्रेड हुआ ये?
breath, EJ.
मेरे को दो
God,
टीम
they're finding a
अच्छे
random
डायरेक्शन
shot
में
from
जा
that
रहा है पर
toxic
it
screen
takes
too.
time.
GG.
You only
ऐसा
have
नहीं
to
आ
move
रहा
on.
था
In
लेकिन
fact, you
GG.
are, well, suppressed, pinned down, back onto the bench. Maybe looking to find a little bit more. He peeks out, whoa, getting one more, but it's a 1-on-3. Sure, they might not have the guns, but you cannot.
हाँ मिडल और MLT भी है भाई. सॉरी. वेंका बोर्ड कौन सी टीम में है? मिडल में है कि MLT में है वो वेंका?
MLT में है ना?
अच्छा MLT मतलब है ना MLT के साथ?
हाँ.
और मिडल में ये हैकर है ना?
हाँ.
What a read here from GENG. They know that
तो
this
तेरे
ult is
अगर सब
coming
अच्छा
in.
खेले तो तेरे हिसाब से
They
अच्छा
try to
कौन
punish
नहीं खेल रहा
Meteor's
है?
Marshall. Sure they do. They pay the
हाँ?
price on the back.
Who is
of
on
a
the wrong
ton
path
of
then? अगर
volleys
ये
that
सब
come
टीम अच्छे
flying
I
to
don't know if they're
arcade
not
and
wrong.
wipe
I don't know
RRQ
bro.
out.
Wrong को
According
correct
to
बात
you.
नहीं है.
This match.
जो बात
We'll
मेरे को
see, though,
पसंद है ये
EJ
टीम्स जा रहे
get
हैं.
this
बस
done.
मेरे को
Could
ये
find
जो
himself.
वो
भाई
correct है
निकालेगा
wrong
क्या
नहीं
EJ?
पता.
Heroic.
I don't know which path is correct or wrong. बैठे मैं भी इधर ही.
It's going to
पता होता
be
तो मैं पहुंच जाता
एक
किधर
पीछे.
था.
अगर तो गॉडरेन भी अच्छा
अरे!
लगा.
Oh, God.
हाँ?
गॉडरेन
He thought
गॉडरेन.
about it.
हाँ,
He
हाँ.
was holding that angle.
नहीं मेरे को अच्छा नहीं लगा.
Now at the wrong time. With so
बस
many
वही
of
तेरे
them.
मुंह से निकलवाना जाता था. कोई तो टीम को बोलेगा कभी ना कभी.
क्या अच्छा नहीं लगा? मेरे को अच्छा नहीं लगा. मेरा ओपिनियन है भाई.
वही तो.
किसी को बुरा थोड़ी बोल रहा हूँ.
अरे मैं थोड़ी बोल रहा तू बुरा बोल रहा है. मैं तेरे को वही पूछा whom you did not like. तो तू बोलता है कि नहीं मेरे हिसाब से बाकी सब.
तूने ये पूछा who are going in the wrong path. मैंने बोला मैं I don't know what is wrong or right.
Noise.
2-0 गाइस. अगर 2-0 नहीं हुआ तो भी तुम लोग को बैटल पास मिल रहा है. नेक्स्ट मैप लोटस है ना, आरआरक्यू का पिक है।
और इस क्या नाक से खून निकल रहा है क्या इसका?
नहीं
तो क्या अंदर डाल दिया भाई, नाक के अंदर डाला है वो पेपर?
हाँ, उसको लगता है उसको बफ मिलता है, बफ।
क्या बोल रहे हैं?
हाँ, कास्टर बोल रहे थे
खून निकल रहा होगा ना।
अरे नहीं भाई, एक्चुअल
तो फिर क्यों अरे कब क्यों डाला है? अरे
सुपरस्टिशन भाई, बफ मिलता है उसको, बोल तो रहा हूँ।
अरे यार बक।
अरे भाई सच्ची ने कास्टर ने बोला भाई गेम के पहले कि उसने बात किया था।
मजाक करते हैं भाई, क्या बफ मिलता है? चुप करो भाई।
नाक बह रहा था उसका।
हाँ अरे जैन तो स्टेज पे खून कर दिया, फिर उसने डाल दिया।
अरे
1.5 लीटर हो गया।
मेरे को ये नहीं पता, तुम लोग को पता है क्या? थाईलैंड की फिल्म, ये टैलेंट वाले ब्राजील में भी और इधर भी कुछ तो स्मेल करते हैं ना, वो कोई छोटा सा बॉटल जैसा रहता है ना, वो क्या है?
छोटा सा बॉटल जैसा?
हाँ मतलब वो जैसे वो झंडू बाम वगैरह स्निफ करते हैं ना, झंडू बाम वगैरह में आते हैं ना।
हाँ
ऐसे टाइप में उस तो ओपन करके स्निफ।
इनहेलर, अच्छा वो इनहेलर बोल रहा हूँ, वो क्या बोलते हैं उसको?
क्या बोलते हैं भाई?
अरे वो ऐसा उंगली के शेप जैसा रहता है ना, जो नाक में डाल के स्निफ करते हैं।
अरे वो छोटा सा जार है भाविन, बहुत छोटा सा जार है, और वो कैप ओपन करके वो जार को मतलब स्निफ करते हैं।
अच्छा, कोई तो लिख रहा है अमोनिया, कोई लिखते हैं ब्रेड आयोडेक्स। ब्रेड
आयोडेक्स की जार की तरह ही है भाविन, छोटा आयोडेक्स की जार।
बात मत करो भाई।
दिख रहा है विक्स इनहेलर बोल रहा है कोई तो,
विक्स इनहेलर। अच्छा
We will have to see what happens after this break. We're going to go away.
क्यों बात ना, हम गलत बात कर रहे हैं क्या भाई? कब पूछ उसको क्या बात कर रहे हैं?
जो मेरे चैट में लोग लिख रहे हैं वो सब मैं नहीं पढ़ सकता।
चपा चप आर्मी वाले
भाई, चपा चप आर्मी भाई ले लो भाई, कोई सब्सक्रिप्शन।
चपा चप आर्मी वाले गलत लिख रहे हैं क्या?
बोले ही नहीं मिल रहा है कब से। वेलकम टू चपा चप आर्मी।
हो गया क्या गेम?
हो गया भाई गोलू सर, फर्स्ट मैप हो गया।
जीता जी।
हाँ
क्या बोला मैं, जेंजी 2-0 जीतेगा, आप तो सोचते ही नहीं हो मेरा बात।
मैं
1-0 है भाई, अभी भी 1-0 है, चिल कर भाई।
मैं खुद इधर बोला है, अगर जेंजी 2-0 नहीं किया तो मैं बैटल पास दे दूंगा।
तो आप तो पैसा वाले हो भाई, कुछ ना कुछ होता है तो कुछ ना कुछ देते रहते हो।
कुछ भी हो जाए भाविन बैटल पास गाइस आ जाओ।
भाविन बैटल पास बंडल ना, पैसा
भाई नहीं दूं क्या? गाइस चैट वाले लोग बोलो। आए गणेश आए
500 या 1000
गाइस, द गॉड स्क्वाड इज हियर।
थोड़ा हैप्पी करो भाई,
हैप्पी करे।
लास्ट मैप गंदा खेल।
हम नहीं बोलते भाई, सिर्फ भाविन बोलते हैं। गन्नू
भाई मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ, चलो नेक्स्ट ईयर गॉड स्क्वाड बनाते हैं।
गन्ने की जूस पीना है गन्नू।
असेंशन जाते हैं मस्त।
चलो रेडी, आई एम रेडी।
इधर से सीख के उधर अप्लाई करते हैं। For all the legal reasons, this is joke.
मेरे को पता है, मेरे को एक ही चीज बुरा लग रहा है भाई, गाड़ी मिल रहा है भाई अभी, तभी क्यों नहीं मिला भाई गाड़ी?
नहीं वो अभी मैं बाद में बता, स्ट्रीम पे नहीं बता सकता, बाद में बता।
अरे हाँ भाई, हाँ
अच्छा समझ गया। मेरे को थोड़ा ये जैसे बोला थोड़ा समझा।
पर समझ गए ना गाइस। देखो नॉट विन इफ यू आर सीइंग लीक कि कौन क्या पोपा।
मैं कुछ किया बोला ही नहीं मैंने भाई।
अभी समझ गए भाई, सबको समझ गए यार। टूटा हुआ भाई, कल सुबह आई क्लिनिक जा रहा हूँ, ये इसके लिए कुछ ये कर देंगे।
फेस क्लिनिक भी ले जाइए एक बार।
नहीं भाई, मैं बोला ऋषि को नहीं हो रहा है चश्मा से, लेसिक कराता हूँ। ऋषि बोला नहीं रुक, क्लिनिक जाते हैं।
क्या कराएगा लेसिक?
अभी नहीं, कुछ तो परमानेंट सॉल्यूशन चाहिए, मेरे को नहीं हो रहा है भाई।
कराने के बाद कितने टाइम, मतलब एक हफ्ता तेरे को स्क्रीन के सामने दूर रहना पड़ेगा।
रोसी तेरे को मालूम है, जब हुंडई गाड़ी मिल रहा था ना, जयंत बोलता है अगर रोसी जीतता तो मैं बोलता है मेरे को दे दे फ्री में, वैसे भी तू गाड़ी तो नहीं चलाता।
हाँ वैसे भी स्किल्स ही लेके जाता है भाई, स्किल्स को।
तो वही तो मैं बोला, मैं गलत थोड़ी पूछा, मेरा रोसी
सही है, वही होने वाला था।
मैं बोला रोसी तू उससे एटलीस्ट 70% तो बोलता ना गाड़ी का रेवेन्यू दे भाई, तू एमवीपी बनता अगर।
अरे मैं रोसी को ये बोलता, जब तक
नेक्स्ट
गाड़ी सीख नहीं जाता ना तब तक
नहीं यार, मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ, 5 टूर्नामेंट जीत के एमवीपी बनता हूँ, 5 को गाड़ी आ जाएगा। मैं क्या सोचने का उसमें।
नहीं रे, कल रात को थोड़ी जाने वाला था।
क्या कल रात को?
अरे
स्ट्रीम पे पूछ रहे कि रॉसी कभी जाने वाला था।
अपना थोड़ा पागल है रे कपल। आशिक सुबह करवाया और शाम को
खेल रहा था।
खेल रहे।
कौन? कोहली?
कोहली हाँ।
भाई चश्मा नहीं चाहिए भाई, चश्मा नहीं चाहिए। माँ कसम
बोलता मेरा आँख जल रहा है गाइस, क्या कर रहा हूँ।
मत खेलना शो।
भाई ऊपर से हाथ थोड़ा ज्यादा ये कर दिया ना। हाँ माउस पकड़ने से दर्द। भाई सुबह उठ के हम वीसीसी व्लॉग देख रहा था भाई, मैं मजा आ गया।
वीसीसी
व्लॉग भाई सच बता रहा हूँ, बहुत अच्छा रिकॉर्ड करते हैं चीजें। कसम देख के
मेमोरीज में बाद में याद आता है।
हाँ वही तो बोल रहा हूँ, ऐसा देख के याद आता है, अच्छा ऐसा था।
मेरे को वो वीडियो अब तक नहीं मालूम कि वो स्किल्स का कैसे था, वो जो लास्ट की तरह लेटा हुआ है और तू उसको खींच रहा है ना, वो
हाँ वही
मेरे को मालूम ही नहीं, मैं देखा ही नहीं था।
आई थिंक वो स्क्रीम के लिए खींच रहा था, वो स्क्रीम के लिए थोड़ा बाहर आए थे आई थिंक सो।
भाई ऐसा व्लॉग मैंने ऐसा हमारा पूरा पुराना सेटअप, मेरा इधर पुराना डिओड्रेंट है तो ऐसा हाँ ये आई मास्क के टैबलेट से उधर
के लिए था। और एक कोई तो वीसीसी क्वालिफायर्स की फाइनल्स में एक मैप होने के बाद मैं और रोसी बार क्रिकेट खेल रहे हैं उसका।
हाँ भाई
वो क्रिकेट वाला भाई जयंत का एक्चुअली ऊपर वाला फॉल्ट डाला है, वो क्रिकेट वाला ज्यादा फनी था बाद में। हाँ जयंत
सीसी व्लॉग्स बूम हो गया था, बूम भाई हार गए भाई इसमें।
भागते थे ना क्रिकेट में, कौन जीते थे? भाविन तू मैं और
भाविन हारा था।
हाँ मैं हम लोग एक ही टीम में थे भाई।
अरे हमारा टीम स्टैक था भाई,
और गोलू अपोजिट थे।
हमारा टीम स्टैक था भाई,
हमारी टीम स्टैक नहीं था, हमारी टीम
अरे स्पीरो भी था। हाँ वही बोल रहा हूँ, स्पीरो ऐसा ढाप डूप मार रहा है। आप भी कभी जिता लो। अरे स्कल्स भैया जब मेरा पीसी लेके आ रहे हैं ना, मेरा वो ग्लेस का भी पीसी देना है भाई, वो भी लेके आना, 2 पीसी लेके आना मेरा।
क्या लिख रहा ना
पूछ
यार, क्या लिख रहा?
वो ही पूछा मेरे को।
गाइस रोशनी कल जाएगा कल।
हाँ क्या
कल तो बोला,
कल बोला कल जाएंगे, आज बोला कल जाए।
ओ भाई मैं थोड़ा डॉग को वॉक करा के लेके आता तो
मत खुद कब से वॉक करने लगा भाई?
ओ भाई गॉड मैन रुक जा, अभी बेल्ट भी पहनता हूँ गले पे।
बेल्ट स्किल्स क्या बोलते हैं नेक्स्ट ईयर खेलना है वीसीएल?
वीसीएल
हाँ
बीएमडब्ल्यू गाड़ी दे रहे थे पता खेले।
भूसुदी क्या?
Guys, any org which wants to sign the fire for next year, please contact me.
किधर नहीं फाइव स्किल्स आएगा? स्किल्स गोलू नहीं आएंगे भाई, स्किल्स गोलू इंटरनेशनल प्लेयर्स बोलते पोपा, हम नेशनल खिलाड़ी।
गोलू चन अभी अटैक ऑन टाइटन क्या कर रहा है गोलू चन? अरे म्यूट करके क्यों बैठा इसको?
गोलू चन बुला रहे थे वो सब लोग।
मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ, स्किल्स खेलेगा क्या बोल? वीसीएल खेलेगा क्या?
चल अगर हम 5 चालू है तो खेलते।
चलो
नेक्स्ट ईयर गोलू नेक्स्ट ईयर वीसीएल
होगा नहीं और कुछ नहीं।
क्या होगा नहीं?
पागल है क्या?
सच बोल रहा हूँ स्किल्स।
अच्छा ठीक है
क्या भाई,
देखते अगले साल के लिए देखते हैं भाई। लेट्स लिव द मोमेंट गाइस।
कोई कुछ कॉल आ रहा है।
लेट्स लिव द मोमेंट विद द पावर ऑफ फ्रेंडशिप। लेट्स गो।
क्या हरामी है।
मैं आता हूँ कुत्ते को वॉक करके।
ये किसका है मैं भूल गया रे, कोई टेक्स्ट करो भाई व्हाट्सएप पे।
आरआरक्यू ने बोला था भाई किसी ने तो इंटरव्यू में, we will win in the power of friendship.
Going to be running in there and gunning and taking everybody down on the side of GENG. RRQ just able to hold down the site very, very well, keeping I think 4 members alive. And GENG at that point, we were they look kind of stumped after this one.
Yeah, I mean it was.
Guys देखो अगर आपको ये बकचोदी में मजा आ रहा है तो please hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you.
Converting a bonus is always great, and then they were able to ride that momentum.
टप्पा का 50k करो, तेरा भी 50k करो.
4th round pick up in the next one. Fortunately, was the only rounds that they were able to get.
पहली बार कोई तो बोला.
But it still was.
क्या बोल रहा है कप्पा पहली बार बोला?
50k became very murky. The waters got bloody. GENG was feasting. And
G versus DRX opinion, I think it will be 2-1 DRX.
At this point.
Yeah. This is all the way back in round 6, as you can see, and this is again the read that GENG started to.
But they will be really tough for G.
They identify the Cypher
but they can do
over here at B Arcade. Knife goes across, they get the catch, they're able to run through, break the trap, and then start rushing. In the meantime,
देखो झूठा बोलूं कि जी जीत जाएगी वो नहीं है. अगर जी जीतती है तो I'll be very happy, पर
so
it is very hard.
Himself out by tree in B main, picks up 3 quick kills and shuts it down. We'll see it now from the player perspective. So 𝐼𝐽𝐿 gets caught, trips don't matter anymore. They go rushing through. They actually even get the kill on the Cypher, and all this time TS TS is continuing to fan out because they haven't been occupying anything over towards A main. So they're anticipating this rush from the remaining players that defending on the A site, and TS just picks them apart one by one by one. He was pretty monstrous in instrumental in getting them back into that half.
क्या buffer हो रहा है? Stream.
Really swooping turning point and a turning point in style. And I think from there we saw a lot of changes. I think it was back-to-back wins.
पीछे है ना लेकिन YouTube.
नहीं, YouTube same time पे.
After that,
Twitch क्यों देख रहे हैं?
what happened there?
कि लोग बोले मेरे को Twitch का quality better रहता है stream.
GENG, they got that round 6 and they kind of began to read RRQ a little bit more and
जीती तो किडनी गिव करेगा तू अश्विनी.
They tried to go for the reach around essentially.
Guys, किसी को भी किडनी की जरूरत है.
Big time on their defense on the arcade, and after that I think maybe losing a little bit of confidence.
Contact.
Weren't able to make it happen. So
अश्विनी आपका blood type क्या है?
12, you can see that GENG once again are going to kind of abuse some of this.
3rd April को है ना? हाँ, I think so 3rd April को.
The utility down here in the entrance, and then they get flanked through arcade.
Yeah, it was just a gorgeous read. They knew they really anticipated that there was going to be this forward aggression coming out of B, so they have to suck. They have that snake bite laid down. It completely
10 rounds on 2 maps by जी भाई इतना भी खराब नहीं होने वाला रिजल्ट.
Pass B main, pass tree, get themselves into the site, and at the same time, you just have Meteor going on that rush. Things did get a little bit wishy-washy for them with Zephyro as well as 𝐼𝐼𝐼𝐿 finding a couple kills, but in the end,
guys, 500 likes.
We were highlighting him needing to have a good game. He overall did, but eventually gets caught in a corner. Paint Shell slams at his feet, and Meteor finds.
Be positive.
Okay, so it was just really good. Again, it felt like
PCL split to खेलो ना भाई.
Was that rust that needed to be shaken off from the side of GENG, but once they got that
इसके साथ खेलें.
it became
10
so
rounds
very
on
smooth.
each
Talking about
map.
that streak, I believe it ended up being 10 rounds across both halves because they won out the pistol. They went, they take that follow up, and then they end up losing the bonus in the second half. But it was just a crazy run from them, where 4 rounds in, we're like, oh boy, is RRQ going to pull off this upset? Well, not quite, but there's always a second map.
Yeah, there is. I mean, it really came down to team coordination, just really smart plays, good use of utility. They did really well that round. And let's take a
you don't need to
stay on कर रहा है.
notable players.
नहीं अरे अभी इतना नहीं कर पाया. आज ज्यादा सोया हूँ मैं 10 घंटा. कल इतना थका हुआ था ना, आज 10 घंटा सो के उठा हूँ. जॉन इसके लिए करो अभी कॉफी चाहिए. कॉफी का टाइम हो गया अभी 4 बजे.
Meteor just began to pop off, and he kind of made the entire map about him. There were so many Raze highlights.
मैं कॉफी लेके आता हूँ जब तक गेम लाइव जा रहा है. कोई प्लेयर चेंज कर रहे क्या? इतना टाइम क्यों लग रहा है?
Because of how well he played.
Yeah, I mean the first kill, the first blood that he's finding on there. Obviously, King not picking any up, but he's not playing in a position where he's going to.
2 मिनट बात करना, मैं कॉफी बना के आया.
That's not surprising to see, but the DPR from both of these guys through the roof, nearly hovering around 200 average damage, which is very nasty. Obviously, as Viper, as we do have some good damage dealing.
Hello, Cups.
Yes, go lose.
But this is just, especially Meteor, using it to the fullest. I mean, I think the number of paint shell kills that we saw in this map alone was one of the highest that I've seen.
हाँ पता, खुद को भी नहीं पता है.
Consistently finding kills with those.
And I think your wish has come true.
Yes.
Sylvan.
Okay, so this is what I anticipated after we saw the map draft. Sylvan's going to be coming in. He's going to be playing Omen. It's going to happen. I'm fully expecting as we get ready to go.
Sylvan's going to be coming in. मतलब last time कौन आया खेला?
I think that this is going to free TS and God.
Last time कौन खेला भाई?
And then we'll have to.
अभी 5 player का नाम बताओ क्या?
But I'm expecting to see Sylvan on Omen, and then if they want
to go
जगह
कौन खेला वो देखता हूँ.
In all likelihood, it's going to be King sticking on that Viper. The rest of what they want to flex is up for grabs. I think we'll probably see Goddead moving over to something like.
अच्छा Echo.
Have a fade there for TS, and then Meteor likely sticking with the Raze is what I'm going to be expecting. But
Echo.
I want to see this. I know there's people saying like,
Echo.
oh, so playing the first map.
Goddead.
Well, he's here now.
Seth is so excited, as you can see. There's so much.
He's so good.
It's what 𝐼𝐽𝐿𝐼𝐽 said at the top of the show. He was one of the most hyped pickups from the off season. Maybe not initially, but.
पापा ने दाबी कब कटवाई दाढ़ी अच्छा. कब जा रहे हो गोलू कल रात को शायद. सब कुछ शायद होता है guys. जिस दिन गोलू खेलेगा उस दिन में एक बंडल की नहीं इसके लिए सब शायद. जिस दिन पासपोर्ट हाथ में आएगा guys उस दिन सब कंफर्म हो जाएगा. बीच वाली कास्टर का नाम क्या है? कुछ कहता हूँ मैं. तो नहीं पता.
And they have to. I mean, because not only is this, them now at match point, GENG, they win this one out. That's the series.
सबका वीजा आ गया guys. उस पर पासपोर्ट नहीं आ रहा है अब तक.
Against the 0-2 scoreline, so you get a nice zoom in on the toilet paper. But you know, they need to, because this is their map pick. They're once again electing to go for Los. The second time that we've seen RRQ, the second time that they've had a map pick.
6 men या 7 men register कर सकते हैं before game. Yep.
They have to be feeling confident. They have to have corrected the mistakes that we saw from them in that
आँख में
first
पेपर क्यों डाला?
Again, I do
आँख में
think a
tissue.
significant portion of that had to do with nerves, had to do with these.
Oh, Godspeed, sir.
Still
waiting for international debut. Thanks,
again,
bro.
they are in
I'm also still waiting.
Look good at the start of that first map, but they need to be a lot more consistent.
वहाँ जाके boom bam करके आना nice.
While I think that the organization has given
क्या gaming laptop क्या है भाई? What the fuck? First time सुना. क्या
We'll see how they fare now that one map is out of the way, but this needs to
अभी कौन सा map है कप्पा?
Lotus.
Lotus.
I'm just curious if this Omen pick is gonna happen.
I think it's got to. We've seen so much.
Lotus तो GENG best है वो कप्पा.
So much prevalence.
Guys, मैं लिख के दे रहा हूँ.
I'm gonna be wrong.
2-0 होगा.
GENG.
No shot.
Not
GENG दुनिया का best Lotus team है guys.
They're doing it. Okay.
Lotus team है, best Lotus team है.
You know what? I have been playing.
हाँ. अरे pause कर दे गलती से.
So Sylvan gonna be brought in to play the fake.
अरे क्यों खेलते?
So it is that double initiator. So it's
ये तो पता नहीं कप्पा. ये तो नया कॉम देख रहा हूँ. बट अच्छा ही होगा.
Honestly, as upset as I could be about.
Guys, मैं लिख के दे रहा हूँ. Don't be sad, Golu-san. I'm sure you and Russell will make us proud. अरे मैं sad नहीं हूँ भाई.
अरे.
So this is a lot of comfort overall for the side of GENG.
Sad डरता थोड़ी इधर होता.
They really need to dig deep. I need to see some really great performances from everybody here.
भाई बोपा लिख के दे रहा हूँ. GENG दुनिया का best Lotus team है.
We do want to get the full breakdown from our casters.
हो gया आपका?
They are still cool. I mean, this is still first weekend, so I'm still like, look at the cape flowing in the wind. This is all really exciting stuff. Yeah, with that, let's get into the game. Let's get the full breakdown from the casters.
Hello, Godspeed. Godspeed वैसे आप कौन से दिन अगर watch party के लिए free हो तो बता दो. Would love to have you on as a guest. You, me, Malav, Kappa, the Brainiacs.
Victoria, I couldn't agree more. I mean, the AR is like, you see Jet spinning her knives. You know what else is cool though is Victoria's wearing Reina earrings, but she's covering it with her hair. We can't really see it. Please show us after the break. But going into the game,
coming in with the swag, man. You and the sheriff necklace. She's got the Reina earrings.
She actually bought the sheriff necklace for me.
Oh, that's so that's adorable.
I know, but we came from Singapore. We're together like here to do this thing.
मजा आएगा,
and
चलो.
right now we're here.
Let's do it next week से करते हैं फिर.
Let's go. RRQ versus GENG on towards Lotus.
Next week से थोड़ा stream भी optimize कर लूँगा.
That Sylvan's not playing the control.
मजा आएगा.
Yeah, no. I mean, I share 𝘍𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒's disbelief in this. I mean, I know TS is really good at smokes too. I am not. That's the tough thing about bringing Sylvan onto the team for me here is that you've got two outrageously talented controllers.
मैं आपको Twitter पे message करता हूँ.
I think to me, I think
तब plan
eventually
करते
I
हैं.
wouldn't be surprised if this becomes.
भाई एक मैच हरवा दो GENG को भाविन भाई 500 रुपए नहीं 500 रुपए नहीं मैं बैटल पास दे रहा हूँ अभी. नहीं गोलू नहीं है कप्पा. आवाज आ रहा है हेलो?
आ रहा है. On his controllers, maybe on Haven if they stick with it. We'll see, but I think Sylvan's just good enough that he can get it done with just about anything. So yeah, absolutely, my eyes are firmly planted on that fade right now.
It is their first time playing Lotus after all, but they're already not stepping on the brakes. I mean, look
सीधा आगे तक चले गए.
Dark cover. Meteor with the frenzy as well. Optimal range. Sees the trailblazer.
Nice
just walks
rally.
past it narrowly. Sylvan on the other side, but RRQ going in together. They are able to outduel them. Got dead on the off angle with the classic. Has to go into range, but the right click will not connect. And TS hiding inside this dark cover. Somehow dodging those bullets, but still not having the HP to make it to the end of the round.
Udaditya Ghosh, welcome to Mini Legends. Thank you for becoming a member.
Flash your teammate at the
Yes,
end.
पक्का मजा आएगा. मालव ऐसे भी कम बात करता है आजकल लड़कियों में बिजी. ओ भाई यहाँ भाई कनाडा में
to play retake, and they let all
तुम्हारा है
of them get
सबको.
burned out
Canada.
from the side of GENG. GENG
Canada.
throws everything almost, except for like the OMEN, paranoia at this entry. Sylvan's completely out of his utility during that post-plant situation, so then they're able to use their stuns and other things to set themselves up for that retake, get those early kills, start making their way into the site. And then by that point, again, you're just relying on a paranoia from TS, and it's certainly not enough to get the job done. So well thought out, well handled here by RRQ. Kind of expecting that, again, I talk about this with these Korean teams. They like these set plays. Flips able to take TS out towards B, but for RRQ, at least the beginning of these maps,
करना नहीं आती है bro. जो चीजें करना में रॉसी और skills ने सिखाई है वो मैं stream पे बोल नहीं सकता.
I talked about this with DRX the other day that sometimes the way to beat the set plays is just get the hell out of the way.
Yeah, let it happen and then go in with a retake. It's kind of what we are seeing from RRQ, at least on their defensive sides. Kind of like what Seth was talking about on the desk earlier on. We want to kind of find out and see what RRQ's in-game identity just might be. And this could be it.
Skills.
It's that speed. It's that read. It's that retake potential.
Hello, skills
in fact, right now they're giving them so much space. They have the guns, so they're just letting GENG peek into them. EJ doesn't care. 2GE here to back him up. The Spectre, the Marshal, everything.
Nice.
मेरे को स्काई बहुत पसंद है भाई.
Perfect
ये मैप पे ना.
setup here for this attempted push through.
स्काई और ब्रीच दोनों अच्छे हैं. कॉम्प अच्छा लग रहा है मेरे को RRQ का.
मैं जब खुद स्काई खेल रहा था ना ये मैप में, मेरे को बहुत ऐसा इन्फो इजीली मिल रहा था.
अच्छा.
और स्पेस भी ले पा रहा था और फाइट्स भी ले पा रहा था.
On the extremities one way or another, and then you lose. So your eco, well, go B. That's the that's the close quarters sight on the map. So why not try to get those classics, get those right clicks going.
वाह ये मिस क्लिक हो गया उसका कि क्या?
नहीं भाई ये स्मार्ट
perhaps expect Meteor to be able to take up that much space that quickly, but of course with the tailwind you can. And off of that little gap.
करेगा पिक करेगा.
And he has taken so much space that it even goes further. Meteor, a quick triple.
बगीचा है हाँ.
All of a sudden RRQ.
भाई सब शरीफ लिया है. अरे मैं तो वन टैप मारूंगा. मारो. देखो मारो.
अरे बेचारे का एस. गुलाबी
मर क्यों नहीं रहा ये 2 HP में? मैं तो इधर कभी नहीं बचा रहता हूँ. कंपा 100 HP
मर जाते हैं ना इधर.
स्पैम से ही मर जाता हूँ. हेडशॉट खा के भाई ये 2 HP में बचा है इधर. हेडशॉट खाता हूँ इधर स्पैम में हर टाइम. राम राम. सीता है सीता सीता.
आज रॉसी खेलेगा भाई. आज जी का गेम ही नहीं है.
आज खेलेगा ना. कॉम्पी खेलेगा.
क्या कप्पा जोकर बन रहे हो आप धीरे धीरे.
जोकर. सच बोलने वाले को जोकर बोलते क्या?
नहीं मजाक कर रहा हूँ.
Our aim is to win VCL SA and go to Ascension so I can reunite with the Bleed clan. Godspeed दिल से Bleed के दिल से God's reign.
He's in position. On time, on cue.
नहीं आया भाई.
Leaving flips.
आ गया. लोड कर दो.
Guys refresh.
क्या हो गया था?
आप बोलोगे तो कैसे होगा?
A nano was up here towards heaven just a second ago, but King already popped it, thinking that maybe that was the direction they were going to come from. I have no idea.
नेट जाता है कप्पा आजकल बहुत.
Oh, he was.
He tried.
Short King.
He knew
King
that
was
was a possibility at least, but still.
King a
little bit too fast on the trigger as King. What a weird round.
तो वैसे सही है Godspeed. बात तो सही है.
क्या बोल रहे हो? Godspeed क्या बोल रहे हो?
Godspeed बोला Bleed तो हमेशा रहेगा दिल में. The owner and everyone there was so accommodating, and I am grateful for the opportunity and for them waiving the buyout as well.
I think one of the scariest fraggers that
मतलब buyout
in this entire
नहीं बनने का.
Unrestricted
कर दिया.
Godspeed the God.
Stacks and everyone else buzz on freaking DRX. We'll have to see more from him. And we are seeing more from him, opening things up already. GENG instantly onto Mound, onto the C site, and RRQ
भाई GENG तो फटाफट झाप झूप करके स्पेस ले रहा है, साइट ले रहा है. भाई इको राउंड में क्यों यूज किया इस लोगों ने? KO ult
यूज कर दिया भाई. राउंड इंपॉर्टेंट बोल के यूज कर दिया. सिल्वन गॉट द डॉग.
KO नाइस. जेट नाइस के लिए यूज.
जेट नाइफ.
Now you start flashing and dashing. Oh! Zephyro?
The position.
A bit of a cloud burst, and they're starting to.
Oh भाई.
divide and conquer onto this site itself. They find a little bit of it, but look at how GENG are holding this. Both players
Sky पे आग देता ना हो जाता था
round. EJ 11 HP. The fact that they are double stacked, this is near
impossible.
He kicks out and instantly gets his head clipped clean off.
Yeah, it's again aggressive play from Meteor that's setting the tempo, setting the stage here for GENG. He finds these opening kills seemingly effortlessly. I mean, look at this. He gets a flash help there as well, so a good setup from GodDead. And then
अरे 2 मिनट के लिए सब्सक्राइबर रहना पड़ेगा भाई पहले.
जी भाई
रिप्लाई पोपा जी है. पोपा जी फैंटम में ब्लास्टेक्स लेने की सोच रहा हूँ. आपके हिसाब से कैसी है?
मत लो भाई, मेरे पास है ऑलरेडी. मैं अभी एक बार 1 साल हो गए उसको नहीं चलाया भाई.
देखो गाइस, बोलू ने बोल दिया अभी. तो फैंटम में मेरे को तो रिकॉन फैंटम पसंद नहीं थी, यूज कर रहा था.
बाविन फैंटम ही नहीं यूज करता है गाइस.
सिंगुलरिटी फैंटम भाई यूज करता हूं भाई अभी. ओनी फैंटम भी मस्त है मेरे लिए.
ऑल नाइस गाइस.
I mean, like you were talking about,
बॉक्स के ऊपर डैश किया ना.
नहीं हक दिया वो
game right now. Giving them so much space, letting them in, and then Flip popping out of
this
nowhere.
RRQ
A double, but King and Silva reacted kind. 𝐼𝐽𝐿𝐵
Pass through, take Bolte.
That little moment. Then the Rolling Thunder gets sent through, but King was not affected by this.
अबे कैसे नहीं पड़ा भाई?
Yes, will be though. But
साइड से गया.
Climbing up onto it, is lifting up that sword.
Oh, the lockdown.
Oh, there's gonna be so much pressure. 2GE. Your options are to push or to back off. He's just gonna stick the spike, but
King-san!
Block everything.
An insane round from King here. 4 kills, gets the clutch.
Solo play से round निकल गया.
Unbelievable play here. Now, this is a great reaction here from RRQ. I love the idea. They play close combat on the C site, expecting a re-hit from GENG.
ये क्या है?
They try to just deny the
भाई
play
अंधा होके मार दिया भाई.
but somehow, some way, GENG get through and King.
नहीं अल्टी नहीं था पहले से, मत बोलो भाई कुछ.
एक किल के बाद अल्टी आया ना.
हाँ पर वो घुस गया तो उसको
हाँ ऐसा बोल रहे तो वो. हाँ
पूछ रहा हूँ भाई मैं. किस मिलेगा?
चल.
Where Flips just had to either stick it or run, and by the time he gets back, he almost certainly doesn't have enough time to defuse.
I could see that kind of close contact play maybe working on the B side, but on C, there's too many tiny nooks and crannies.
Kingu.
मत बोलना.
Of course, calling that timeout for
इधर पिक मत कर, उधर पिक मत कर ऐसे मत.
मैं गेको खेलता हूँ भाई, थोड़ा फन रहता, मजा आता है भाई
maybe
गेको
perhaps
खेलने
for
में.
EJ,
No
that
cap.
Shiba
खेल भाई,
soft
खेल
boy
भाई.
to give him
No
strength.
cap.
Shout outs to Victoria's Corgis and her boyfriend Kim back home, by the way.
I don't have any stuff.
Guys, hit that like and subscribe
I
button.
take it back. I have one now. I have a little bear.
You have a little bear.
45.2k के बहुत close है.
Sometimes it gives you that
Yeah.
confidence.
के
45.2k.
To get him some esports swag.
कब ऐसा हम बोलेंगे कप्पा 200k के बहुत close है.
हाँ ना भाई.
Anyway, sorry.
इधर 25 नहीं हो
all
रहे.
good. No, I mean it's just this
25
thing that
21 नहीं हो
RRQ needs
रहे.
to figure out, right? Because like you mentioned before, those set plays from GENG, they are working out incredibly well. As soon as they get the spike planted, it's so tough for RRQ to actually do anything. They might be able to get some elimination sometimes, but that's it. And right now, it's aggressive.
Hey,
against
fighting
aggression
wise,
once more,
fighting.
going straight into it. The cloud burst, a bit of cover.
Oh,
Meteor
bhai.
peeking out of it, but EJ and Zephyro with
क्या
the
चालू?
pistols
ओ भाई.
damage. Sylvan though suddenly coming
ओए
in. A bit of a
ये
one-tap
राउंड
from
कैसा निकल
EJ.
गया भाई.
That close contact play still
Sorry.
damaging.
A shot of adrenaline here for the side of RRQ. A great read once again. I will
Off the
say this.
timeout.
Dude, RRQ is reading GENG's ideas pretty well. In the round before this, before the timeout, they knew it was going to be a C re-hit. They played to deny the plant altogether, and I love that. That's another way that you can mess with executive
Power of friendship
heavy
लिखता है
phones like
बेशक.
GENG, like DRX. Good ideas. You know, sometimes the execution from the side of RRQ in terms
Best
of
raw
very
aim
little
किसका है? I think
mechanical plays, those kind of
Aziz.
things might not
क्या
be quite
खेल
as good, so that time around, perfection.
It's a little bit of that duel against between the coaches, excuse me. Seeing how they're able to read these different side hits, but right now, back towards C and GENG are a little bit more
पीछे से
comfortable,
ओ
but what
ये
they
फाइट
don't
करने के लिए गए.
know,
पीछे से स्काई फ्लैश है
2G
ऊपर राइट साइड पे. अच्छा
right
फ्लैश
behind them, the paranoia, but he held out his knife. No! Getting one,
वो
but
पता
not
नहीं.
quite finding the impact he needed. Instead, it's going to be God dead. It takes them down, and then the A side under control. King already onto point, gets the dink, a secondary one just for good measure. Zephyro.
भाई बहुत fast fighting चलू है. G fighting का तो पता नहीं. GENG RRQ और fighting.
This is beautiful. They trap GENG. They get themselves the ability to get this ult behind them to set up this flank. Zephyro, unbelievable. Gets a wrap around the corner, but 2GE there. Had the knife out. It was just a slight mistiming that cost him. He could have had a double potentially there. He landed the paranoia, but he just couldn't get what he needed to do done. And
unfortunate.
Good ideas from RRQ.
क्या बताऊँ आर्यमन?
Now, GENG's like, you guys want to scrap like run this? We're ready for you. You saw all that utility come out right out the rip.
Aim किसका है आपके साथ? VCL SM.
Going in for that scrappy duel. It's working out perfectly for GENG. Like you said, they're prepared for it. You want to rumble? I will give you one. Just Meteor. Blitz though trying to get sneaky, but no.
अभी तो सब एमर से हम लोग नहीं खेल रहे तो.
GENG in this driver's seat and they're not letting go of that steering wheel.
Yeah, this is.
आगप्पा फिर मतलब क्वालिटी ऑफ मैचेस बढ़ गया है ना अभी. हम लोग तो बूढ़े हो गए थे, एम नहीं कर पा रहे थे. तब एमर आ गए यंग बच्चे तो क्वालिटी ऑफ मैचेस बढ़ गया है ना गाइस. तुम लोग ही तो बोल रहे थे.
बहुत कंपटीशन टफ है. नेक टू नेक चल रहा है सब.
Rightly so.
ना मजा आता है अभी तुम लोगों को शूटिंग देखने में. आहा हा.
इतना टॉक्सिक है ना कप्पा तुम. क्या पब्बो से टॉक्सिक है कप्पा.
इसको टॉक्सिक बोलते क्या?
नहीं, वो स्टार्टिंग में पहला वाला लाइन को बोलते हैं. तोड़ रहा है कप्पा सीधा.
Look at him scramble. That operator, you do not want to mess with that. You know it's Meteor with it.
That's why they're dumping utility here.
Yep.
42, okay.
Like I don't blame him, man. I ain't trying to fight that.
Yeah.
Flash to confirm. Paranoia across.
GENG's
retreating.
And the utility's been spent, so they can't quite actually hold onto this B site.
अरे वापस.
Off of the operator shot.
कुछ है क्या? किल जो अल्ट है, लेकिन क्या ही होगा? होल्ड कर लेंगे भाई.
Here comes the counter though. A lot of flashes. Trying to initiate a fight, and RRQ will get it. GENG granting them the tool that they're looking for.
अरे.
Oh भाई.
You talked about him. Here he is. A triple kill just to hold down the doors. 7-3.
Whatever happens.
Yeah, you set that up so nicely off of that op shot. It's a rotation here for GENG. They buy enough space to give themselves the ability to move on over. And then Sylvan plays this great. He has a haunt to set up his teammates on site. He's holding that close angle with a little help from his friends. He plays perfectly, has the timing, has the angles, gets them lined up for that big 2K to finish the 3K. That's what you want to see from Sylvan. Welcome to GENG. And he's having a very solid half.
I just don't know
You
if RRQ
are
can
powerless.
Click here to reload.
वाह तेरे को भी आया क्या?
हाँ.
अभी ऐड आएगा.
हाँ.
5 सेकंड और.
A fun little frag, but not quite what you need. Seeming as GENG has firmly planted their boots onto the site itself. God dead will not budge.
Dude, Meteor there, he actually made a great
Which
play.
premium? हाँ लेता हूँ. Billion more underrated है W. हाँ.
But Meteor just
कुछ तो उसका देखा था.
uncharacteristics misspray. Yeah, it happens.
बिलियन का. वो कंट्रोलर खेलता था ना पहले पर. अभी वो ये खेल रहा है.
One of the best in the world.
इनिशिएटर खेल रहा है.
Whip the spray a little bit. It happens. But it's a good play, actually. I mean, I don't think that's an overheat from Meteor because he catches flips without his gun out.
Exactly.
He made the right move.
If anything, it covers so much space that it's enough for his team to go in.
True, yeah.
So
Your opinion on GENG?
Let's see
Your
if
democracy,
can
bro.
make that a 4. But it might not be possible again with a Meteor.
फास्ट मारे जा रहे. अरे भाई ये लोग ऑप क्यों नहीं कर रहे RRQ वाले?
हाँ किया ना एक टपली मारा भी उसको.
ये राउंड ऑप ही था क्या?
हाँ,
They
EJ के
have the
पास.
Rolling Thunder. Want to deny that spike plant, but they just dodge it right away.
Look at the utility here to make sure they have enough time. The haunt comes out from
Right, time ही नहीं
Sylvan.
दे रहे ना.
कंट्रोलर खेलता था ना वही.
Oh! A little bit of flash and go indeed. 𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒 will be going in. He wants it deep. King trying to hold off that angle. The spike has been planted, so all they need to do is to defend. But look at how RRQ does this. 𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒 up to the plate. 2 GE to knock it down, and a 4-8 at the end of the first half.
Yeah, it is a great retake here from RRQ. The Rolling Thunder
Hello,
helps
Kakarot.
Like, subscribe करो भाई.
on
Like,
the backside
subscribe
of it
करो.
to then set up for their flashes.
क्यों
so
करो
they can
पता
go.
नहीं,
And
लेकिन
I've
कर
seen
दो.
this a couple times now,
गाइस
it's
कप्पा
worked
की
with
बात
G
सुनो.
multiple
सबसे
times.
एक्सपीरियंस
They
प्लेयर
set
है
up the map
कम्युनिटी
for
का.
𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒, and he's got great
क्या ही
entries
फायदा.
in here from C-Link. Couple
यदि
rounds
बात
where
सुन
he's
के ही
in
कर
for
लेंगे
some
लाइक
big multi-kills to give RRQ
मैं
either
तो
the
जैसे ही
win or
बोलता हूँ
at least a
सब्सक्राइब
really good
करने
chance
सब्सक्राइबर
at it.
माइनस हो जाते हैं
And this
इसलिए आज
time
से
they
बोलना ही
still
बंद
get
कर देंगे.
the high-low on top of King and take him down. They don't give him the opportunity for that clutch, so able to make it an 8-4. Now, as
डेढ़
we've
मिनट
seen
बाकी.
at lock-in, this is a very attacker-sided map, at least so far in the meta. So, for RRQ, honestly, I'm okay with this. This is okay. Wouldn't call it great, but
भैया ब्रेव
6
ब्राउजर
out
में
of 10,
देखो
you
नो
know,
ऐड नो
like,
नथिंग.
it's not too
ठीक है
bad. You'd like to have that.
डाउनलोड
Brave
करने की
browser.
मेहनत कौन करेगा.
If you're real lucky, 6-6, but this isn't bad. They still have a really good shot here.
विबोर
to
सबसे ज्यादा
potentially take this
अंडररेटेड
map,
है.
potentially
I don't think विबोर
pull it
अंडररेटेड है.
overtime in. See if they can do it, because I'm seeing a lot of really good ideas from RRQ. It's just
उधर
sometimes the
VCT
execution,
कैट में
sometimes
RRQ
their
को
individual
किक
mechanics
करने की
just
बात
aren't
चल
quite as
रही.
crisp as Genji's.
I mean, of course, they have to go up against Meteor. And that's just always going
That's
to
not
be...
fun.
Yeah. That's like Mount Everest.
What do you do? I mean,
It's not a
he's
fashion
currently
statement.
vying for
He
that
feels
title
he
of
does
Korean
really
Jack,
well when
you know,
he
which is like,
has paper in
Probably
his
Jessica.
nose.
We got Texture,
Well-
we got Meteor,
that's the thing, right?
Buzz.
I mean, maybe Foxy 9.
Maybe
I mean,
oh, now, yeah.
we have a lot. It was Soldom used to be,
Yeah.
he was the OG Korean Jet, you know, but that's the thing, like,
That's what you have to do when you come to Korea.
right, the mechanical talent
क्या लगता है
is
गाइस?
top.
RRQ कमबैक कर पाएगी?
It's pretty
क्या
impressive.
तुम्हें बैटल पास मिलेगा?
That's why everyone wants to be that Korean Jet. I mean, that title, that's a valuable title to hold.
Man. So like you said, you
मैं
know,
तो बोला
4-8,
2-0 नहीं हुआ
it's
तो.
not bad. We've seen a lot of good ideas from RRQ. Do you have what it takes to push it further? Do you have what it takes to push it past that edge to maybe go into the third map?
I think so. I genuinely have been pretty impressed with RRQ today. So I really
Bhavin?
think there's
हाँ,
a
गप्पा?
real shot.
हम
that
लोग
they're
भी
able
होते
to
तो
at least
ऐसे RRQ की तरह ही
push this
खेलते
really
रहते क्या?
close. Maybe even an overtime, maybe even a win. So
पता
Definitely a
नहीं.
lot
शायद
better
सीजन
look
के
than
स्टार्ट
what
में
was
पर उसके
locked
बाद
in.
नहीं.
Managed to
एक
fix
बार
a lot
यूज्ड
of
हो
these
जाते
mistakes,
सबको
but
फिर
now
नहीं.
onto the attacking side. We'll be able to get mound control. Trying to pick up that orb, but Meteor already dashing out. He wants those heads. EJ will be the first one to find first strike, though. Sylvan back into it. And then the dog cover just to hold it off. RRQ on the other
5
side of
पिंग पे
that
तो नहीं
thing.
होता था.
Flips
हाँ,
kind of
5
tacked
पिंग पे
down
था.
low.
मजा आता था.
Maybe even pinned. The Trailblazer got further information, but GENG are backing off.
yeah, this is a great play here from both sides. Sylvan there backing up Meteor with some good utility. Meteor just not able to connect his shots probably as well as
Ah,
he'd like.
side.
There was a one-way setup here by 2GE. Give them
सैटी वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम. किधर हो सैटी? कब भी आ रहे हो यार?
outside of it.
बोर हो रहा है आपके बिना
Again,
यार.
it's the haunt there from Sylvan that allows them to
Welcome
push
to the
past
Watchparty,
that one
Sati.
way to try to make a play. It's at the end of the day, it's a 1-for-1 exchange. A little bit
GH
more
में आ रहे हो
damage
इधर
done
अभी?
to RRQ in the long run.
रात को आओगे ना?
2G here.
नहीं.
A little bit banged up and 𝘼𝐼𝐍𝐿𝐒.
Oh. If anything, it's a great early exchange for RRQ. Maybe a little bit banged up, but still all good. Yeah. Because a lot of these
छोड़ दे
utilities
सामान
from
भाई.
GENG have been spent, and looky here. I mean, the site's up and open. Oh, but
It's
Wait.
free.
look at Mount.
Oh yeah.
ऊपर ले लिया रे.
This is going to be really
You're gonna be
interesting.
sandwiched?
Sylvan has to be
Oh,
real
भाई,
careful.
Sylvan.
It's all about timing right now for GENG, right?
Bro, oh नसीब.
That's
Oh,
what's so
nice,
careful
Ray.
about this. RRQ, a little bit of a peek. They're getting that information. They're finding that contact, and they're getting those frags. So crucial
अरे
भाई.
that it leaves King alone.
टू गेट
RRQ just tagging down the last potential position for where King could be. They know he's here. Knock on that door and you will be answered. Well,
a quick recap on what all I missed in today's match so far, please. So RRQ started really well. That is अटैक साइड पे जेंजी के पास एक भी सेंटिनल नहीं था, तो पुश करके फ्लैंक से राउंड सिक्योर किए 4-0 के बाद जेंजी को वो समझ गया, हाँ समझ गया कि लोग क्या कर रहे। तो जेंजी अगर स्प्लिट कर रहा था समझो डिश और ये साइड या आर्केड और इधर, तो फास्ट करता था। जब स्प्लिट नहीं करता था तब बहुत स्लो खेलता था साथ में रह के, एंड वैसे 8 राउंड सिक्योर कर दिए।
हाँ मतलब नॉर्थ या नॉर्थ रखते थे या फिर स्पॉन साइड कुछ तो एक ही रखते थे।
हाँ अल्ट्स के साथ ही स्प्लिट करते थे मोस्टली।
Like you mentioned, it's that early skirmish. RRQ not overheated.
जेंजी 10 राउंड लगातार जीता, कुछ राउंड हारा बिकॉज ऑफ लैक ऑफ सेंटिनल, फिर लास्ट में इको राउंड सिक्योर करके गेम ओवर।
Maybe they can find
Hello,
it. GENG tries to punish it. You know, they've got to suspect that there's still a little bit of utility floating here. You know, GodDead has those flashes and stuff, so they're going to make their way in. This is going to be scrappy.
You can hear some of it too. GENG completely rotated over. RRQ just looking to overwhelm them with their numbers, with their firepower. Blocking even more, paranoia out. Surely to go in.
अब RRQ तेरे को थोड़ा ज़्यादा स्लो नहीं लग रहा है? मतलब ये राउंड निकाल दिया, पर यही जेंजी यूटिल डाल के फास्ट स्पेस क्रिएट करता था। अच्छा एक्चुअली इन लोगों का जेट मर गया है इसके लिए भी है।
स्पेस तो चल के ले रहा है ना गरीबों को।
हाँ जेट मर गया ना, वो देखा नहीं था मैंने। अभी देखा।
Really is likely to put them back into this game. GENG now.
कोरिया में कांटेक्ट है क्या? 5 सुपर ही देना है अगले मैच के लिए। डैडी जिनकी देने जाओगे वो ही नहीं देते उल्टे में। अब जेंजी खत्म कर देगी, हाँ लग तो रहा है।
भूत निकालेंगे,
भूत निकालोगे गणेश गंगाधरा,
भूत निकालेंगे सबकी। ये 6 राउंड कैसे निकाल दिया भाई?
दोनों पिस्टल जीते हैं उन लोग।
ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है? अच्छा दोनों पिस्टल जीत के 6 राउंड। अभी क्या उसने लीक्स मांगा, मैंने बताया भाई क्या चल रहा है। क्या लीक्स मांगा भाई? क्या बोला कप्पा? अरे घर पे 2 दिन से पानी नहीं है भाई, नहाने को पानी नहीं है, वाइप करना पड़ रहा है इधर। अच्छा नहाने का ना, इधर पानी नहीं है, लोग फिर भी नहीं नहाते। कप्पा क्या बोल रहे हैं उनको? पानी है फिर भी नहीं नहाते ऐसा। हाँ ऐसा स्किल हो गया, मैं मत बोलो।
रॉसी सैटी बोल रहे कोरिया में कोई कांटेक्ट है क्या सुपर ही देने की 5 लोगों की उधर अगले हफ्ते के पहले?
मेरा कांटेक्ट गया ही नहीं, कांटेक्ट किधर से बनाऊंगा? जाने के बाद कांटेक्ट बनाऊंगा। ऑनलाइन पूछते रुको। हाँ नहीं गया ना, भूत निकालेंगे सबकी भूत।
अपना गैरी गया गैरी। थैंक यू फॉर द 45.2k। 45.2k क्या करें हम छोटे स्ट्रीमर्स को 100 से पूछना पड़ता है भाई। आप लोग में तो 1000 के नीचे
छोटे स्ट्रीमर हो। एक बढ़िया सा ये होंडा सिविक, हम बड़ा स्ट्रीमर, हमारे पास सिविक नहीं है।
मेरे पास है ही नहीं होंडा सिविक।
हम बड़ा स्ट्रीमर है, हमारे पास एक ब्रांड डील नहीं है। आपके पास ओमन ब्रांड एम्बेसडर, आप छोटा स्ट्रीमर बताओ अभी। हाँ
आपको अफोर्ड नहीं कर पाता ना कोई भी।
हाँ सही है, अफोर्ड नहीं कर पाते, सही है।
ओ भाई खत्म भाई खत्म। रेडी गया क्या? हेलो
जाके आया।
A quadra kill in the round, a crossfire set up on the rubble, and GENG don't let up.
Gary Mioken looks like players from both teams, RRQ and GENG. भाई टॉक्सिक हो भाई तुम। देखो फ्लिप साइड जैसे थोड़ा दिखता तो है।
हाँ उधर ही रखा था मैं।
Insane setup here for TS and Meteor.
कोई नहीं था
That's
उस
a
दिन।
great
ये
IGL
तो
where
प्रॉब्लम
he's willing to set up his duelist for success. He's
याद
willing
भी
to
नहीं आ रहा
be
मेरे को भी।
the guy
मैं
who
भूल ही गया
does,
कल पूरा दिन।
you know, the blue collar job.
आज
I'm
सुबह
gonna
मेरे
take
को
the
याद
damage.
आया।
I'm gonna be the one trying to
Perfect
distract for you.
setup
You
ready
get in there,
और
do
top
some
out हाँ
damage,
उधर नहीं था
get
सुबह मैं भी
us
उठ के
that
देखा।
round.
Just looks
उधर नहीं
so
मिला इसलिए तो
darn
ऐसा।
good. RRQ
मेरा रूम में देख सकते हो एक बार।
stunned. So many times these
मीटर तो
rounds
भाई
we're
फॉर्म में
seeing
भाई।
these great plays, they have the potential, but in some of these strats, some of these executions,
फॉर्म में तो हम भी
hitting
थे।
different sites. GENG knows
भरने ही नहीं
exactly
दिया
how to
लेकिन
respond,
फॉर्म।
exactly how to
भरने
respond.
नहीं।
Yeah, GENG's playbook is deep, and that you gotta give.
जब थोड़ा थोड़ा फॉर्म में आना चालू है।
For such a long time now, you know, a former Counter-Strike
कोई
player,
नहीं पापा आप वॉच
very
पार्टी
smart
करो अभी।
guy, played with the likes of 𝘼𝘽𝑒 and 𝘍𝑒, who are now in the DRX staff. You know, he played with a lot of those guys on the We Made Fox teams and those things way back in the day. So a lot of history in tactical FPS shooters for that coach, and you can see that he's got layers and layers and layers of strategy there. And that one,
Bhavin
just
Goa,
a beautiful
Goa.
setup. RRQ not really expecting it, and you can see that their
गर्दन
protocols,
दुख
their
रहा है
reaction to that, it's a little messy.
गुरु वो दे तो मशीन।
2 साल से कैरी किया ना
मशीन
आप
तो दे।
इसलिए सब।
And of course, we are making history here as well as RRQ strive to find.
पापा दिखाओ मैं ट्रिक चैट को ट्रिक दिखाओ।
नहीं।
चैट तुम लोग को वो मशीन से एक ट्रिक दिखाता हूँ। मजा आ जाएगा तुम सबको।
गोवा में मसाज करा लो। गोवा में हूँ भाई, थाईलैंड में थोड़ी।
पापा दिखाओ ना वो ट्रिक।
नहीं नहीं वो नहीं। वो ट्रिक तो अपने स्ट्रीम पे दिखाना कभी, ठीक है?
मेरे से गाइस बढ़िया सा ट्रिक है बता रहा हूँ, काम आएगा आगे।
जेंजी तो खत्म ही कर रहा है भाई।
हाँ भाई।
रॉसी फ्लाइट वन कल जो भी दिन तुम मुझे पूछोगे उसमें कल ऐड कर देना। एक दिन तो आएगा जब मैं आज बोलूंगा तो मतलब वो जा रहा है तो।
Anything that happened at the beginning of the round, they use only
गाइस देखो आज तो नहीं जा रहा हूँ।
GENG here wisely playing back off that A main side because you know that there's going to be some utility commit from the side of RRQ based on what they saw in the previous round with the positioning of Meteor and TS.
गाइस जेंजी का गेम मतलब जैसे गोवा में यार लाइन सोच ली थी पर मार नहीं सकता। सॉरी गाइस।
What concerns me is that Rolling Thunder was used without
भाई फोन गुम हो गया भाई।
It really feels like RRQ are just GENG's hands right now. GENG setting up a lot of these mental traps and RRQ are walking straight into them. And we look at this eco, you've got the knives, you've got the guns, you have to make it work. But also seeing how King is positioned,
बच्चे में गोवा में बच्चे
मसाज ले रहा हूँ। ये कौन सा साउंड है भाई?
मसाज ले रहा हूँ भाई, मसाज।
लो भाई IRL तो नहीं होता।
A bit of a flash, the Nightfall sent in as well. And they can't quite move. Zephyro trying to bail his teammates out of this. The Seekers just
भाई कहाँ से कहाँ आ गया रे वो
time. In fact, they push all the way through the spawn in towards the
पापा मैं एक बार ऐसे ही चश्मा पहन के वॉच पार्टी किया था, उसके नेक्स्ट दिन माइग्रेन हो गया था जिससे।
देख रहे हो गाइस,
मेरा वो
यही
पिंक कलर
चश्मा था क्या? वो पिंक कलर वाला।
पिंक कलर हाँ, वो किया उसके नेक्स्ट दिन से ही चालू हो रहा। तो देख के थोड़ा
बेचारे को फ्लैश में उड़ा दिया रे।
Can you do it? Only with a stinger, a bit of a peek, and a shot fire from Meteor, sticking the defuse. It's too much pressure, and this time the Titans.
मैं watching ही नहीं है game में।
Match point for GENG.
I mean, what can you do? I mean, whenever you need Meteor to come
Twitch
up with
पे
a kill,
8,000 watching
he's right there for it. I mean, just out like you said, out
Monday है
the
ना?
anime battle there.
Monday है तो क्या?
That's a huge part of this round. Now, the early part of this round is phenomenal here from GENG as well. King, his initial response
shot
to
भाई
the
Meteor।
is to throw a nano swarm.
Shot भी हम भी मारते थे मस्त।
That buys time
थे
for
क्यों?
the
अभी मारेगा ना DRX को।
They just swarm the site. You can see
अगर
flash,
कोरिया पहुंच गया तो।
everything coming into B. But it kind
तो
of
पहुंच डाउट तो है इस बात पे।
comes a 3v3.
नहीं पहुंच जाऊंगा अपा।
तो फिर मारेगा ना?
हाँ मारूंगा।
नेक्स्ट मैच कभी है बच्चे? थर्ड को है आई थिंक। थर्ड को है ना?
पता नहीं।
देखो जो प्लेयर है उसको ही नहीं पता तो वॉच पार्टी वाले को क्या मालूम?
प्लेयर को पता नहीं जा
That's all he needs. It is Meteor after all. And there it is! Impact value gained. RRQ afraid to continue pushing onto the A site now. They spend that shot
for one trade बोलते.
Trading utility a little
क्या
bit.
डब्बा डाल रहे भाई
Bullets
दोनों?
here as well. King getting potentially overly courageous. From the shadows onto the C site though gives them quite the control that they're looking for. This might be RRQ's comeback.
Bye bye.
Oh!
बेचारा भाई.
भगवान ने लिख दिया है आज she is all you get.
He's just God is built different.
देख.
अरे
Not like this. And then two remain. Where are they gonna go? They're not backing up at the mound. It's not quite planned for it, so they're just holding on to the angle.
6 is all you get, bro.
भाई कोई मर नहीं रहा है. A bit of a fault line. He catches the first, but God that.
भाई एक भी जन नहीं मर रहा भाई भगवान का नाम लिख के आया क्या?
हाँ.
देखो गाइस 2-0 हो गया. तुम लोग बैटल पास तो नहीं जीते तुम लोग.
ऐसे ही बकरा बनाते हैं गाइस तुम लोग को बता रहा हूँ.
अरे क्या एक भी गेम RRQ निकाल देता
तो मजाक किया भाई माफ कर दो भाई.
अभी इस पे क्या बकरा बनाओ भाई.
मारने क्यों आ गया भाई.
But again, he had the drop on his opponent. 𝘼𝘽𝑚ore was not ready for him because they had gotten the pick on a TS. They didn't know that King had snuck up behind the other side of that wall. He wraps out, catches 𝘼𝘽𝑚ore off guard, and then King kind of realizes he has 𝘼𝘽𝑚ore off guard.
आज एक ही गेम था. दूसरा गेम नहीं है.
रैंक खेलेगा कोई? पापा?
खाना.
क्या खाना?
खाना खाना.
कप्पा जानबूझ के ऐसा बोल रहा है.
हाँ भाई कप्पा एक्सक्यूज ढूंढ रहा है भाई ठीक है.
क्या नहीं रे? खाना नहीं खाऊं.
भाविन ट्वीट का रिप्लाई देखा क्या? नहीं नहीं सैटी देखता हूँ अभी वॉच पार्टी कर रहा था ना.
नहीं रे साहिल अभी तक नहीं.
खेलेगा गणेश? कल ही तो 13-0 किया. क्या करेगा अभी तुम लोग बताओ. स्ट्रीम बंद करे वॉच पार्टी का या गेम खेले या बातें करे.
What an impact that he's having. I know we all wanted to see Sylvan, and he had a phenomenal match,
नहीं,
16 and
दोनों ने
13
नहीं.
with 9 assists himself. But Goddead on the KO, 15, 12, 19 assists, having
चलो 2-3
phenomenal
गेम खेल ले.
impact,
2 गेम
setting
खेलता
up
हूँ.
Meteor time and time again, being an
Just chatting.
absolute nuisance. A few really good timings on his ult.
OG वर्सेस A भाई मेरे को कॉपीराइट स्ट्राइक नहीं चाहिए. नॉर्डविन का कोई भी कंटेंट नहीं स्ट्रीम करना विदाउट परमिशन. रिएक्ट टू योर ओल्डेस्ट फेसबुक फोटोज. बाप रे. चलो पहले उससे शुरुआत की जाए. एक सेकंड पहले मीडिया बंद करो.
This might not be the best debut they've had onto VCT Pacific, but the way they've improved since those previous showings for lock-in, for example.
I saw a lot of really good ideas here today from RRQ. The starts both map were really good.
VCL ऐसे के बेस्ट प्लेस. अभी मेरे दिमाग में एक लाइन थी बहुत ज्यादा सैवेज हो जाएगी. जाने तो नहीं करता हूँ.
अरे बोल दो बिंदास. चलो बाय बाय गाइस.
मैं बोलने वाला था VCL ऐसे में तो सारे ही प्लेस बेस्ट लग रहे हैं.
बाय बाय. कल मिलते हैं. कल नहीं नेक्स्ट गेम डे. उसके पहले पता नहीं स्ट्रीम करूंगा गेम्स. बाय बाय. सी यू लेटर.
जोनाथन भी कोरिया पहुंच गया. वो तो PUBG प्लेयर है तो मैं क्या करूं. और जोनाथन के फेसबुक के फोटोज कैसे खुलते. हाँ चलो रिएक्ट किया जाएगा. देख लो पहले. आ जाओ गाइस. तुम लोगों को दिखाता हूँ फेसबुक के पुराने फोटो. ओके ये है गाइस थाईलैंड एक और दे दूं क्या स्पैमिंग के लिए क्या क्या साठी ठीक है स्पैम का बदला स्पैम ठीक है ये छोटा भाविन इन थाईलैंड आई थिंक मैं 12-13 साल का था शायद उससे भी यंग था ठीक है ये क्रोकोडाइल के माउथ में अपेरेंटली हम लोग तीनों फिट आ गए टी शर्ट तो कूल है भाई कि नहीं फोटो ऐसा टिल्टेड क्यों है पता नहीं स्वैग देख रहे हो हैं देख रहे हो कि नहीं एकदम आर्मी कट जूम इन सैटी है बहुत पुरानी टेक्नोलॉजी है हो गया ये समझ रहे हो एकदम लग रहा है कि नहीं बचपन से टिल्टेड ओ भाई गाइस वो जमाना कुछ अलग था ऐसे सब हेयर स्टाइल काफी कूल लगते थे ठीक है चंपू ये चंपू ये स्पाइक से चंपू ही दिख रहा है कुछ भी मत बोल एग्जाम देने क्यों नहीं आया बे अपेरेंटली आई मिस्ड एन एग्जाम गाइस 12 years ago this 2010 so I was 12 years old okay okay by showing off that booty working since 2009 when it was uncommon I started the trend always remember ओ भाई मैं फुटबॉल फॉलो करता था अच्छा नहीं किसी ने टैग किया है मेरे को यार देख रहे हो गाइस अरे बाल थोड़े ज्यादा छोटे काट दिए बट ठीक है हाउ ओल्ड आर यू राइट नाउ आई एम 25 राइट नाउ ठीक है पीछे मेलो म्यूजिक लगाओ क्या मगरगट के मुंह में हाथ डालने की पुरानी आदत क्या करे सैटी तब से ही भरोसा कर रहा हूं मैं लोगों पर और इंसानों पर और लोग हमेशा काट कर ही जाते हैं ये मैं मेरा भाई और चाचा भाई मैं इसमें थोड़ा डार्कर शेड लग रहा हूँ अभी से तभी बहुत क्रिकेट खेलता था पूरा टाइम टैन रहता था बचपन से सूट बूट में नो राइट आई एम सो लेट्स स्किप द वोडाफोन आई थिंक मेरे चाचा की शादी थी मॉम डैड मैं भाई भाई लुक्स लाइक आई डोंट नो छपरी लग रहा है मुझे तो ठीक है आगे देखते थोड़ा अच्छा तभी क्रिकेट है वो ठीक है आई लव माई कंप्यूटर बिकॉज माई फ्रेंड्स लिव इन इट ये मैंने शेयर किया है टैगिंग 12 पीपल यू आर वेलकम मुझे नफरत है अभी ऐसे टाइप ऑफ लोगों से जो ऐसे लिखते हैं थैंक्स यार यू आर वेलकम थैंक्स यू आर वेलकम थैंक्स बडी थैंक्स ब्रो यू आर वेलकम थैंक्स गाइस तुम लोग को एक राज की बात बताओ क्या मैं पहले पोएम्स लिखता था अपने फेसबुक पेज पे थोड़ा ढूंढना पड़ेगा ये अपने CS 1.619 46 7 47 46 looks so cool boys. He looks so cool. गेम हो गया 13-6 हो गया गेम 2-0 देख रहे हो गाइस एड एड एंड एडी समझ रहे हो कि नहीं एक्चुअली दो ही लोग हैं यू कैन सी मी अच्छा एफबी लोग यूज नहीं करते मेरी एफबी पर देख लेंगे तो ताना पड़ेगा हाँ यार फर्स्ट बंदा तेरा भाई है क्या हाँ ये मेरा भाई है तभी एफ्रो मेरा भाई लगता ही नहीं है उसके बाल घुंघराले है आंखें एकदम छोटी सी है और इसमें तो एकदम ये लग रहा है क्या बोलूं मैं ऐसे कुछ चीजें जो अभी ये स्ट्रीम पे नहीं बोल सकता मैं वॉच पार्टी का स्ट्रीम है ओ ये बेबी लुक एट दैट कूल डूड गाइस ऑलवेज सेक्सी इन ग्लासेस ऑलवेज गर्ल्स कैन DM me or Ishas now और ये तभी के क्विंटेसेंशियल यूएस वाले ग्लासेस जो इंडिया में आए ही नहीं थे पतले वाले जितने भी फॉरेनर लोग आते थे वो पतले वाले ग्लासेस लेके ऐसे चपटे वाले ये मेरे चाचा है एज मेंशन फ्रॉम द कैलिफोर्निया टी शर्ट और ये कोई तो टैक्सी आदमी है यहाँ पे क्या कर रहे हैं वी आर बोटिंग गाइस आई एम लाफिंग 2011 आगे का देखते ये मेरे स्कूल के दोस्त थे गाइस हम तीन बहुत भारी लग रहे हैं पर तीनों ऐसे क्रिकेट खेल के आए थे हम लोग कुछ तो था स्कूल की गर्लफ्रेंड की पिक दिखाते यार कोई थी नहीं पता नहीं मैं क्यों अपने आप को ऐसा कर रहा हूँ जस्ट फॉर एंटरटेनमेंट एट दैट पॉइंट वी फेल्ट दीज वर कूल पिक्स गाइस ओके डोंट जज डू नॉट जज प्लीज प्लीज नोबडी लव्स मी वाला ये मेरा नहीं है ये दूसरे का है सैटिन नहीं मैं वही बोलूं ऐसा तो मैंने डाला नहीं है कूल बॉय बाय द पुल समझ रहे कूल बॉय बाय द पुल दिस इज नॉट अ पूल नया नया आया था गाइस तभी सेल्फी देख रहे हो ट्वर्किंग मैंने चालू किया सेल्फी भी आपके भाई ने ट्रेंड चालू किया ये लोग आजकल सब कॉपी करते हैं समझ रहे हो आई वॉज कूल बैक देन समझ रहे हो तो सब अपना कॉपी करके टिकटॉक विकटॉक पे 100-200 मिलियन हो जाते हैं क्या बोलने का ये फोटो देख के गाना याद आता है मेरा दिल कहीं दूर पहाड़ों में खो गया उससे मिले हुए मुझको तो अरसा हो गया अरे कोई तो जाओ उसको बुलाओ, अरे कोई तो जाओ, उसको बुलाओ, न माने तो उसको डांट भी लगाओ मेरा दिल। नहीं नहीं, साडी महाबलेश्वर तो नहीं है, क्योंकि ये तो महाबलेश्वर नहीं है, आई डोंट थिंक सो। हो भी सकता है, पता नहीं। ये तभी के टाइम को आपके भाई को ये उसका सबसे सेक्सी फोटो लगता था, ठीक है, मतलब एकदम कूल। डीपी भी था ये मेरा, ठीक है, ये भी था एक पॉइंट पे डीपी। ठीक है, ये मेरा नहीं है। जस्ट देखो कितना मिट्टी विट्टी हो गया हूँ मैं क्रिकेट खेल के। देख रहे हो नेकलेस का ट्रेंड भी, यू गाइस कैन सी वेयर दिस ऑल स्टार्टेड, ठीक है। आजकल लोग गैंगस्टर लोग जो डालते हैं सब रैपर्स, इधर से आया, गोविंद भाई से। कोई पूछेगा तो बोलना, ठीक है। आई रियली वॉन्ट टू गिव द बैकग्राउंड म्यूजिक। अरे किरी योर वेलकम गाइस, किरी गिटार बजाएगी, we'll have some fun. Kiri, please गिटार लेके आजा, give us some background music. कार्गो का भी ट्रेंड था इन आवर चाइल्डहुड, हाँ वही तो, कार्गो भी सब मेरे को ही देख के चालू किए, तो देख रहे हो गाइस। लुक एट दिस, व्हाट इज दिस, आई डोंट नो, आई ओनली डोंट नो। नहीं नहीं, अरे आजा किरी आजा। ये गुमशुदा, ये गुम, दिस एक्चुअली क्या है ना, अभी अभी अपन थोड़े अपग्रेड हो गए ना। वो तभी न्यूज़पेपर के फ्री वाले 3D क्लासेस या एक्चुअल 3D क्लासेस, तभी इन ईयर होते थे, अभी हेडफोन होते थे, सेम वाइब, डिफरेंट एरा, ठीक है। फ्रेंड्स लाइक यू आर स्पेशल, समीक्षा कर्डक। मैंने भी टीवाई लिखा है, आए हाय आई हेट माई सेल्फ, मार दो भाई, कैसे लिखा है मैंने। लुक एट दिस, ये स्कूल में मेरी टीचर थी, सॉरी मिस, नहीं मुझे नाम याद नहीं था, इसके लिए मैंने हवर किया, झूठ क्या ही बोलूं। बेस्ट फ्रेंड्स फॉर एवर। भाई समीक्षा मैडम, आप बहुत ज्यादा ही नहीं करते थे ये सब। द बॉयज, आई आई या, सबको ये ट्रेंड तभी से ही चालू हुआ है, देख रहे हो। Just ये गाइस मेरे घर पे अभी भी है, बड़े से फ्रेम में फ्रेम्ड है, इसलिए यही वो फ्रेम है। दिस इज मी, दिस इज माय ब्रदर। क्यूट तो था भाई, अभी का पता नहीं, तभी तो था। मार्को एंड हेलरेंजर अनसीन पिक्चर। लग तो रही है। टकला था मैं, टकला। अरे क्यूट तो है, हम क्या बोलते हो, है क्यूट तो है, मस्त निक्कर पहन के, टी शर्ट, लिल ब्रो रेंजर। वॉशिंग मशीन के ऊपर बैठ, भाई डरा रहा है मेरे को। मेरे को सबसे अच्छी ये लगती है, दोनों ये कितने भोले वाले लग रहे हैं, मस्त, मेरे को बहुत पसंद था गाइस इस पे बैठना। मेरे घर वाले बैठने नहीं देते थे। एक स्टोरी बता रहा हूँ तुम लोग को, ठीक है। हम लोग का घर पे है ना, सोफा के बाजू में ही ये ग्रिल था, तो मेरे को ग्रिल से निकालते थे, सोफा पे बिठा देते, तो मैं सोफा पे जंप करना चालू कर देता था। सोफा के सामने एक कांच का टेबल था, ठीक है। अभी ग्रिल से तो निकाल दिया, क्योंकि ग्रिल से मैं तभी पतला था ना, ग्रिल के थ्रू जा सकता था। तो सोफा पे टेबल पे जंप कर रहा था, फिर वो भी मना करते थे। फिर एक दिन फाइनली तुम्हारा भाई जंप करते करते बैलेंस खो दिया और कांच के टेबल के अंदर खड़ा, और ऐसे नाक खुल गया, खूनों की नदियां बह रही है। और उसके बाद से मुझे बहुत डांट पड़ी है, तो मैं कभी भी सोफा पे कूदा नहीं हूँ। फिर ग्रिल पे बैठने देते थे, तो एंड गोल जब वही था, मुझे बैठना ही ग्रिल पे था, लोग ने मुझे क्यों नहीं दिया। फाइनली फिर मैं ग्रिल पे ही बैठता था। ये देख रहे हो? क्यों मेरे मॉम डैड ने ये फोटो शूट कराया मुझे भी नहीं मालूम। मैंने पहना क्या है समझ नहीं आ रहा, एक हाथ में फोन है, एक हाथ में मेरा खिलौना, ठीक है। ये क्या है मेरे में? फोन भी फेक है। क्या है ये, ऐसा क्यों है? ठीक है guys, कुर्ते में। अरे क्या लग रहा है तुम्हारा भाई कुर्ते में? मेरे को इंडियन कपड़े पहले से ही पसंद है गाइस, मजा आता है, बचपन से सेम हेयर स्टाइल। क्या करे, सम थिंग्स डोंट चेंज। मैं और कुणाल डांस करते हुए अपेरेंटली, और कोई, बचपन के तो बहुत दिखा लिए। स्कूल स्कूल बॉयज। Oh, you guys get to see not my gaming setup. Mamba. Guys, Mamba और मैं बहुत पहले से जानते थे एक दूसरे को। मामा का, आई थॉट दिस इज माय ओल्ड गेमिंग सेटअप, अपेरेंटली नॉट। आई डोंट थिंक मैंने अपना पुराना गेमिंग सेटअप फेसबुक पर डाला है कभी, तो गेमिंग सेटअप ही नहीं था। ये भी सही है। तो क्यूटर, अपने पुराने फेसबुक फोटोज देख रहा हूँ लोगों के साथ, होली। हो गया भाई, ये कौन सा स्कूल है, श्रीमा है क्या? हाँ मैं श्रीमा बाल निकेतन में था ही ब्रो। श्रीमा बाल बोल मत, तू भी श्रीमा का है। जीवन में एक भी श्रीमा का बंदा मिला नहीं, क्योंकि वो स्कूल कोई जाना ही नहीं चाहता है। नहीं नहीं, चालू है स्कूल फोटो। तुम्हारा भाई वन ऑफ द टॉलेस्ट था तभी। भाई ये मेरा वन ऑफ द सबसे अच्छा दोस्त था स्कूल का, है अभी भी बहुत अच्छा दोस्त है एक्चुअली, हाँ नहीं। मैं मैं तेज, ऋषिकेश, प्रथमेश, साई कार्तिक, कुणाल, पर वेद, अमेय, यश, गावस्कर, हाँ इसका एक्चुअल नाम था यश गावस्कर। सुमित पावसे सीए है, सिद्धार्थ देवरेकर, राहिल। लड़कियों में मेरे को आधे नाम याद नहीं, टीचर्स के नाम भी याद नहीं। अरे भाइन भाई ये सुषमा मैम है, अरे हाँ बरोबर, वो लेफ्ट, ये सुषमा है ना? नहीं ये सुषमा है, नहीं मैं भूल गया, एक कोई तो सुषमा है, नहीं ये सुषमा है, मैथ्स टीचर थी ना अपनी। यूनिब्रो भाविन, हाँ यार क्या करे, स्कूल तो है। जैकेट वैकेट पहन के थोड़ा अपग्रेड हो गए गाइस। मैं और मेरा दोस्त, ये आई थिंक हम लोग का टीचर्स डे है। मेरा फेवरेट है गाइस, कुंग फू पैंडा। लेफ्ट वाली सुषमा है ना? हाँ भाई। गाइस बिफोर इट वाज कूल, देख रहे हो सर पे टाई बांधी हुई है मैंने। आजकल मूवीज में दिखा था ना, दारू पी के ऐसे टाई इधर उधर। हम नॉर्मली थे, नॉर्मल खाते पीते लोग, सर पे टाई, कुछ नहीं। कुर्ता तो एकदम झगमग है गाइस। This is one tie, this is two tie, this is tire, multiple tires. Guys, we were cool. आप लोगों को ऐसा नहीं लगता होगा, but we were cool. कोक का ग्लास रख के फोटो खिंचा रहे, पता नहीं क्यों, but we were cool. ठीक है। अरे किधर गए फोटो? अरे this is the old entity, ये इसको टाइम पे अनुज, मैं, साई भाई, डैव और कली। अरे भाई एक्चुअल में कोक थी भाई, क्या अंडर एज ड्रिंक। हम लोग किधर तो जा रहे पता नहीं। ये अनुज की शादी का फोटो, अनुज, राधिका भाभी, बाबा, Kanmeet, Original Bro, Equitas, who was our coach. I think इतने ही हैं। ये मेरी क्यूट सी नहीं जगह, कितने गप्पू है, कितनी गप्पू है, एकदम ऐसे गाल फूगे हुए, जरूर ऐसे फूगे हुए, ऐसे गाल मस्त पसंद है, गप्पू गप्पू लग। ये क्या है? लोग अनडिशन्ड फोटोज में टैग करते हैं भाई। Relationships are like crystals. You don't realize how much you love it until it breaks. पूजा नायक 411। ए भाई के टाइम पे लोग अपने टीम एफटीवी, बस, हेलरेंजर, एमटी, रॉ, जरात, मैड, देख रहे हो गाइस, टीम अनाउंसमेंट था ये अपना, इजी बोलते। टीम का नाम जाने दो. Hope you guys liked it. If anyone remaining, how's this pick by the way? Nice. Whoever tagged in pick, please give suggestion. One player can join because pick में दो नाम डालने की जगह नहीं है. पीपी रे. हाँ वही बोल रहा हूँ, टीम का नाम फक द बेस्ट है, वो जाने दो. और क्या है? देखो अपने वाले पोएम्स ढूंढता हूँ मैं. ये गाइस मेरा फर्स्ट एवर गेमिंग इवेंट था. फर्स्ट एवर गेमिंग इवेंट. One of actually first ever CS:GO event, not gaming event. First ever CS:GO event. पहले मैं ढूंढ लेता हूँ 1 मिनट में. फाइन बाय 50 के नहीं हो पा रहा क्या? अरे तुम लोग सब्सक्राइब करोगे तो ही होगा. भाई शायरिया पढ़ोगे ना मेरी बचपन की. हमारा भाई बचपन से ही राइटर था. सैटी हो क्या? सैटी बचपन की शायरिया आपको पढ़ाता हूँ मैं. गर्लफ्रेंड्स दिखाओ पोपा. गर्लफ्रेंड्स थी नहीं गाइस, क्या करे. सिंगल आदमी की गर्लफ्रेंड्स किधर होती है? ना मेरे को अपनी शायरिया पढ़ानी है. बचपन में फेसबुक पे डालता था मैं. ना भाई ना तो दिखाए ना. रुक जा, इधर से ही दिखाता हूँ लोगों को. ये देखो. ये कूल लग रहा है गाइस. सिंगापुर में था ये, सिंगापुर. हॉट कैसे हो भाई? क्या बोले, लड़कियां राइट लेफ्ट फ्लैट होती थी अपने ऊपर. ये देख गोलू. मेरा नीस था रे, बहुत क्यूट. अच्छा बाप रे, हिंदी में भी ट्राई किया है. लोग कहते हैं बहता, क्या लोग कहते हैं बहता है बहने दो. सरकार कहती है चलता है चलने दो. पर मेरा तो सिर्फ एक ही कहना, आपको हमारे दिल में हमेशा रहने दो. ओके. People are just like the seas. The deeper you go, the more beautiful they get. Relationships are just like water. The day it gets contaminated, all of the people involved are affected. ML. Son of Sardar. I was apparently also a movie reviewer. Son of Sardar. Worst movie of the year. Watch only for getting a headache. इस अच्छी अच्छी शायरियां भी है और करो. अच्छा नंबर 8 बाप रे 8. ओ भाई ओ भाई बहुत ज्यादा बड़ी लिख दी है गाइस मैंने. The nation is starting to crumble under a horrific disguise. Some call it religion and some call it birthright. I wonder how some people can be so dumb. Some kill their near ones in the disguise of guys बहुत ज़्यादा deep है. इससे easy वाली भी लिखी है मैंने. The festival of Dashera celebrates the year of the holy god. It is the victory over demons, darkness, and ignorance after all. Dashera means the remover of bad fate. We must all throw away the darkness without getting late. So bring in the joy and happiness in your house. The spirit of Dasara will itself arouse. I wish you and your family have a joyous year ahead, but also that the spirit of darkness won't trouble you in the life ahead. Happy Dasara, guys. Hope you and your family have a wonderful year ahead. Sati, आप तो वही वर्ड. Oh my. Distortion before it was cool. Okay. मतलब पेपर खराब गया उसमें भी तुम्हारे भाई की राइमिंग थी. लाइफ इज फक्ड बिकॉज माय ज्योमेट्री पेपर जस्ट सक. नंबर 6. Brother and sister relationship. We love and also share, but we trouble but also care. We fight daily and tease a lot, but even a day without each other becomes stale. Our relationship is the sweetest in the world. It won't break even if the world starts to whirl. और तुम्हारे भाई ने मीनिंग भी दी है लोगों को कि जो अनपढ़ है जिनको नहीं समझ आ रहा है तो ये है वर्ड्स के मतलब. 65 years ago, a nation was reborn. ये देख भाविन कोटवानी क्या देखो साठी. The command of an alien rule over the nation had finally gone. The gallons of blood lost had finally paid off. A ray was seen on the golden bird which was considered to be lost. The whole nation had started to rejoice, absconding the decades of pain far, far behind. ये तो अच्छी लिखी है भाई. अच्छी लिखी है. There is dawn after every night. There is blood after every fight. Love is so much better than war, since even blood seems fair in the war. So spread peace and love in the air, because it's much better than blood and finish in the air. ये गैस तुम्हारा भाई ने 100% थिसॉरस यूज करके लिखी है. इम्पॉसिबल कि मेरे को इसका मतलब मालूम था. 2013 में ऐसा लिखता था. देखो सैटी ऑन कंटेंट My first status update or the experience at Wankhede was ecstatic. We always complain that we have बस मैं भी बोर हो गया अभी पढ़ के. तो तुम तो बोर ही हो गए हो. Branded content dictionary edition. ओ भाई. होप आप कनाडा आ रहे हो. पैक योर बैग्स. ओके गाइस, थोड़ी बातें करता हूँ, फिर अभी के लिए इतना ही करेंगे। शाम को देखता हूँ, वापस शायद स्ट्रीम करूंगा अगर खेलने का मन करता है तभी। और अभी के लिए तो ये जहर में ऑफ और नहीं देना चाहता तुम लोगों को मेरे इसका। एक गेम हो जाए, हाँ थोड़े टाइम बाद वापस स्ट्रीम करता हूँ। अभी थोड़ा रिलैक्स करूंगा। 2 दिन लगातार 8-8 घंटे स्ट्रीम किया, अभी आज थोड़ा रिलैक्स। नेक्स्ट स्ट्रीम में ट्विटर रिव्यू। ट्विटर इतना ये नहीं था सैटी, अभी थोड़ा बड़ा होने के बाद ही चालू किया मैंने ट्विटर। 1000 लाइक्स पूरे किए कि नहीं तुम लोग ने? हाँ 1000 नहीं हुए, चलो। ओके गाइस, क्या है इंस्टाग्राम भी है। इंस्टाग्राम प्राइवेट वाला नहीं कर सकते ना, ऑफिशियल वाला तो 2 साल पहले बनाया, प्राइवेट वाला नहीं कर सकते सेटिंग। मेरे पास एक फोल्डर है स्ट्रैट्स, 3 स्ट्रैट ही है, मेरा वाला नहीं है। चलेगा। ओके गाइस, ये वाला स्ट्रीम यही एंड करते हैं। थैंक यू गाइस फॉर ट्यूनिंग इन। अपना बिग ब्रेन भसड़ का एपिसोड देख लेना इफ यू गाइस हैवंट ऑलरेडी वॉच्ड इट। नया एपिसोड आएगा ये फ्राइडे को। होप आप लोगों को मजा आ रहा है। कोई भी सजेशन है मुझे ट्वीट या इंस्टाग्राम पे मैसेज कर दो। लव यू ऑल, बाय बाय, टेक केयर, हैव अ नाइस डे।